Hello and welcome to Nintendo Pals, your weekly dive into all things Nintendo with a couple of friends and one more friend. Because this week we are joined by our friend Roger Pollard, who will be joining us in a competition to name that music track. And we're going to be talking the latest news, games we're playing. We're doing all of that and more. Greetings, fellow Nintendo Pals. My name is Andros, and I am one of the hosts of the Nintendo Pals podcast, the show where each and every week we wing it for our intros. And speaking of winging it for an intro, I'm joined by my fellow Nintendo Pal, Micah.
Yep.
Ooh, he really winged it this week. And Micah, I gotta ask, how the heck are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
That's good to hear. And we are joined by our good friend, Roger. AKA,
Hello.
as on screen here, a talking fish.
Yeah, that's my online persona username.
Well, we're happy to have you on. I guess it's been
Such a good that's such a good intro song, by the way.
It really is.
Whoever made that song did a really good job.
Shout out to Roger for writing that awesome song and also for making our logo for us. So, like, basically all of the Nintendo Pals brand. Besides Micah's yupping pretty good come from Roger. So hey, thank you for that, Roger. So for those that don't know you, because it's been a hot minute.
Like what, like 3 years or something like that?
Since we've had you on the show. Yeah, it has been. We've been bad about having guests on. You're the first guest we've had on in a long time, I feel like. And that's because both Micah and I have social anxiety, and reaching out to people sucks. So, which we've talked about at length on this show. Not true, actually. We've talked about it in Pals Plus, where if people are on Patreon, you could know that, hey, we have anxiety.
Hey, don't spoil it for them. That's a premium feature to know that.
That's premium feature to know that, yeah. But why don't you introduce yourself, Roger? Tell us about yourself. Tell us your Nintendo history.
Yeah, I'm a longtime Nintendo fan. I'm scared of games like Call of Duty. That's the kind of Nintendo fan I am. Big into Nintendo music, which is why I'm here, I think. And when I was a kid, I'd put Pokemon Pinball up to my ear on the Game Boy Advance and just sit and listen to the music in the car. So big Nintendo fan, big Nintendo music fan. That was always my dream, was to work at Nintendo making their music, but just not Asian enough to do that, I guess.
You gotta not Japan located enough.
Yeah.
So Nintendo, we do know Nintendo listens to this show, so please hire this man. Bring him in.
Yeah, be impressed by how closely I didn't infringe on your copyright with that intro music.
Yeah. I mean, if you liked that intro music, you're like, wow, that sounded very good. That sounded like something. There you go. Perfect. Sweet. Well, I guess given like icebreaker question here, what was your first Nintendo system?
It was actually kind of a funny story. We were going on a road trip. I was very young. I might have been 6. I don't even know. But we were going on a road trip, and I hated driving, and I was a big pain to my parents. And so my dad was at the store on the way, like leaving, and he sees a Game Boy sitting there for like, I think it was pretty cheap. Maybe it was like $60 or $80 or something like that. And it came with Tetris, and he thought, you know what? If I buy this, maybe Roger will play it for a little bit. And he gave it to me, and it was like a 4-hour road trip. I was completely preoccupied the entire time. I was just playing Tetris I didn't say a single word. And so that scared my dad. and he didn't really let me play a lot of video games. My mom let me play a lot of video games, so she got me an N64. But the Game Boy was my first one, Tetris, and then Pokemon and Wario Land 2, I'm pretty sure. A couple others. So
Nice. Game Boy, and Tetris is a classic way to start. But yeah, but man, playing Tetris at like 4 years old, that's crazy.
yeah, it was
I
a
don't-
thing.
I don't think I could understand.
I still
that
have the
before.
Tetris gift. Micah can tell you I beat him plenty on it.
I don't know
Well,
about the plenty.
If you've
Plus,
been
you give me
playing since you were
You're
4
using-
years old,
PlayStation controllers, which I'm
Yes,
the type
he's got
of
an
fan.
excuse.
I found that very confusing.
he doesn't understand what those buttons mean. He's like, shapes? What is this? What do these buttons do?
Exactly.
I need letters, and I need them in a specific order.
The two of them kind of look like letters, sort of, but yeah.
Nice. Well, we're glad to have you on, and for you to join us in taking over the world of Nintendo podcasts. That's right. Every week we try and take over the world by begging, nay, pleading for our listeners to leave a 5-star review on their podcast listening app of choice. Because guess what? It helps the show out, helps us get discovered by more people, and we feel better about ourselves because of it. We have a lot of mental health trauma, is what I'm learning about us in this introduction. We need validation, and we have anxiety, and what else? You want any other confessions here?
I got
was
a slider.
bored.
That probably counts for something.
Yeah. And you got a KK slider plushie. That's like instant therapy. Anywho, I guess we'll start here with talking games we've been playing. Micah, you want to go first here? What have you been playing lately?
I'm playing some more Enter the Gungeon.
Ooh,
A classic.
it is a classic, and that's one that just keeps on going. And did we talk about? Were you playing with mods?
Yep.
Enter the Gungeon?
So technically not on a Nintendo system, but yeah, I've been playing on Steam so I could use some mods. And they just add more of everything essentially.
Yeah, which for Roger's benefit here, that game is so packed with content.
That game doesn't really need more.
I just
to be
bought
fair.
Enter the Gungeon like last week.
Oh, did you?
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was on a huge sale, so I bought it. I have not played it yet, but I bought it.
It has so
good.
many guns and like power-ups, and they synchronize with each other. And you may see a gun and power-up that you will never get as a combo again. There's just so many. And so Mike was like, yeah, I'm playing with some mods that'll just add more of everything. I'm like, why did they need that? All right, sure.
Because why not? And
It's a
only
great game.
slightly janky.
It's a great game. A good roguelike if you are getting into roguelikes, which Roger was telling me that he's been playing. Oh my goodness, I keep pointing the wrong way. It's mirrored. Roger was telling me that he was playing Balatro.
Yeah, yesterday, I beat Gold Stake on every deck, all 15 decks, which I think Micah can tell you takes a while.
It's like super easy, actually. I think it took me like 3 hours total gameplay time. to do
Oh
that.
wow!
Yeah, sure.
Which in normal people time is like 3 years.
For me, it's I got the Gold Stake on every deck, and I beat all the challenges a few months ago. There's a little more I could do to like 100% it, but I'm just not going to. It's too much, like with little stickers, you know. And then I also started. By the way, I think 300 hours is my current play count in Balatro,
That's
which
impressive.
is pretty embarrassing.
Oh yeah, embarrassing. Yeah. For sure.
Yeah. I don't know if impressive is quite the.
It depends on how you feel about it now.
And then I started a new run in Mario Wonder, which you can't have duplicate saves. You can only have one save per profile, and like the game relies a lot on like online playing people online. So I had to set up a secondary account with no membership to without if I didn't want to delete my first account. So that's kind of lame. I don't know why they did that. It seems kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, it's a bummer. Because I assume you like 100%ed it on your
I
first?
did. I don't want to lose that, but I want to play it again. So
It's a quick game too, so it's not like it's taking up tons of space to have another
yeah.
save.
I remember Super Mario. Oh, that's the other thing. I found a CRT on Facebook, and I have been playing the GameCube.
Ooh, on a CRT.
Yeah,
That's
classic.
cool. That's fun.
I was reminded because Super Mario Sunshine has 3 saves you can have, not 1, but 3. So
Yeah. Come to think
GameCube
of it,
truly was the best.
I was like, come to think of it, not a lot of Switch games do have multiple saves file options.
Zelda Breath of the Wild has a master mode, which kind of counts as a second save, but Tears of the Kingdom doesn't.
Yeah.
Gotta delete it if you want to play it again.
Yeah, or start another profile. But a lot of those games don't rely on online like Mario Wonder, so not as big.
But I listen. If I'm gonna play through Tears of the Kingdom again, I want it to show up on my end of the year wrapped thing.
Yeah,
and it's not gonna do that if it's on a secondary profile.
Oh, I hear you, because my main file is on my Australian account, so that I could because I played it a day and a half early. And so all of my hours in Zelda were not on my main account. I was like,
I just don't get. They're like, we don't want you to play them too much. We don't want you to enjoy the games too much. Go play something else.
Nintendo's always been that way, though. Why not take a break? Go outside.
Dude, the worst is on Wild World, Animal Crossing Wild World. The villagers would criticize you for playing too much. Like, get off my back. It's one thing if the game.
Do you want this town to drown in weeds? Get out of here.
Like, you look tired. And I'm like, I am tired.
I'm working a job in this game. This is just chores. That's funny. Yeah, I remember on the Wii constantly getting the it's like the picture. It's a picture of the Wii remote on the table and a window opened outside, and it's like, why not take a break? Like,
get some fresh air.
Go touch grass, you dweeb. Like Nintendo really concerned about our health.
Let me walk around Woohoo Island. I could.
Yeah. Oh man. But Micah, was there any other games you wanted to highlight you've been playing?
Actually, pretty much it.
Pretty much just Enter the Gungeon, huh? Well, Roger, we kind of talked a little bit. You've been playing Balatro. Any other games?
I already covered all my games. I'm pretty sure.
I started 45 hours in Balatro.
Yeah, child's play.
Lightweight. I tried my best.
I did start playing Outer Wilds on the Switch, and nice. I got maybe 10 hours into it, and I feel everyone said, don't look anything up, just play it. I'm lost and I'm stuck. I have no idea what to do, and I can't look anything up apparently.
That's the time loopy space game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Is that a spoiler?
You're not supposed to know that going into it.
Well, yeah, yeah. I guess. I mean, it tells you pretty quickly, but
yeah.
I'm very stuck on that one. It makes me feel very dumb. So
yeah, I mean, it doesn't give you a lot to know what you're supposed to do. It gives
you nothing at all, and then you get stuck out in the middle of space, and you have to kill yourself so you can start over.
Have you hopped out of your spaceship? Not in a spacesuit yet?
No, that sounds terrifying.
I did that once. Because you have to put on your spacesuit, and you're just like, okay, time to fix my ship or something. You just hop out and you just start suffocating. You're like, well, crap. Guess I'll die.
Oh, that's horrifying.
It does look like a faster way to restart the loop, though. I might use that in the future.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Just all right, just jump. This is like Groundhog's Day, like the classic movie. Just like that whole montage where he's just trying to escape the loop. Just yeah, that's what it's like. I have not played Outer Wilds, but I'm curious about it, and everybody says it's so awesome. So
it's pretty cool. Yeah, not quite as good as Tunic, in my opinion.
Are those similar?
In that you shouldn't know anything about the game before you start playing.
Okay, I was like, those seem like wildly different games to me.
They're pretty different.
Okay.
But yeah, it's best to figure out things as you go in both.
I did buy Tunic, Micah, after you recommended it. I have not played it, but it's on my Switch.
Someday
Sounds like you
soon,
got a
hopefully.
good backlog.
I think you'll
of
like
games.
it.
I have a huge backlog, and then the Switch 2 is going to come out, and I'm just going to not play ever.
You got to stop playing Balatro.
I can't. I know I need to stop.
Just pretend it's Balatro.
Divided out to all those games, you probably would have beaten
I
like
would have.
12 games. But you had fun, right? That's what it's all about.
I think so. I'm not actually sure.
It fun, or is it
but
more of an addiction thing?
It's kind of more of a compulsion sort of thing. It was like I took TikTok off my phone and my Balatro playtime went through the roof. So I'm not sure if it counts as fun, but
it's taken the place of TikTok.
which
I think it's
anything like
probably better.
Yeah, if it's anything like my TikTok hours, it's probably a lot of hours gone to Balatro. That's fun. Well, I jump into what I've been playing this week. Was primarily Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, and primarily doing gaming challenges for stream. I had a lot of fun playing a competition with a friend of the show, Seth, $2 Hero. We competed to see who could carry more items from one spot to the other using like a horse and carriage in Tears of the Kingdom. Which, if you haven't tried actually carrying items in that, it's awful. The physics in the game are so wonky, and so objects kind of just go slipping and sliding out everywhere. But the round that I had the most fun with was the those like 4x4 logs that are at all of those like stations around the map, the like wood restoration stations for building.
I know of those stations.
Like they're on the flat platform.
Sure,
right?
Yeah, they're on the flat platform.
Log is
For like 4 inches by 4 inches. They're square logs.
Oh,
like the long square ones, not the flat boards.
I was thinking 4 logs by 4 logs, and I was like, "What are you talking about?"
No. And so we stacked as many of those, and then the rules were if they fell out of your cart, you couldn't pick them back up. But if you passed another station, you could pick those ones up and add it. And it was just to see who could get the most. And I was rocking like 24 of those stacked Jenga style until a battle talus spotted me. And I panicked and I turned too sharply and everything toppled over. I made it to the end with 8, but I did beat Seth in that round because he only made it with 6. His cart was lit on fire by a bokoblin. The whole thing caught on fire. Awesome time. Besides that, I've been playing some stuff on PC. I started a campaign of Baldur's Gate 3 with my siblings, and that's been a lot of fun. I'm trying a magic build in that for the first time. I've not really done that before. I always play as Bard just because I love being a Bard. It's fun. But that's mainly for like the story. Like your charisma is really high, so you can convince everybody to do whatever you want. Essentially, when you get to the end game,
shops aren't super expensive.
Yeah, you convince.
I realized late that as the fighter, everything I bought was way more expensive than everything you bought.
Yeah. And I'm realizing that as the magic user, everything's way more expensive. It's kind of lame.
You just gotta have someone in the off party with crazy high charisma, and then just funnel all your gold to them so they can buy everything for you.
Good idea.
And then you just put them back in camp.
Also jumped in and played a little bit of Lethal Company and played a little bit of Elden Ring as well.
So. Not a lot of Nintendo games.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah,
it's like you're in a non-Nintendo phase.
Well, it's more like we're kind of in holding, waiting for Switch 2. There's not really anything coming out that I'm.
Did you play? I'm curious if you played Echoes of Wisdom.
Yes.
That was a good one. I thought that was fun.
Yeah, I still.
But I haven't gotten
into
Brothership. I haven't gotten into Brothership. I mean, I tried for like 3 hours and it didn't catch me. So.
Oh, I have it, and I need to start it and try it out. It looks fun, but I haven't got it.
I
It
enjoyed
was actually my kids got it for Christmas, and so
I mean, it's no 1,000-year door, but it's pretty good.
How far have you got in it, Micah?
I finished it.
he's finished.
You finished it? Is
Already
it
shipped.
good? Is it worth?
Mhm.
Is it worth pushing through?
I thought it was worth
Okay.
playing.
I'm
I
just
would
curious.
say- Yeah, I mean, there's the only thing I will say is like the the bro moves or whatever. They don't give you a lot of them, so they do get kind of stale.
Okay. I thought the battle
Good.
was fun. The battling was
Yeah.
fun from what I had so far, and I like the character design so far. So
And I almost feel like the timing of things is a little too forgiving. It's almost too easy, at least for the attacks. Some like the defense stuff I found more interesting because there's so many enemies and it's more.
well, if
varied.
you think that, then that probably means it'll be pretty difficult for me. So that's probably good.
I mean, everyone. I feel like everyone's talking about how easy it was, and it's like a simple man's RPG. So maybe
I'm
I
a
was a
simple
little biased,
man.
or
So
I was tricked by that a little bit. But yeah, it wasn't as easy as I was expecting. Unless you like to do lots of side stuff and farm up. But they had some nice extra challenge boss things you could do, a couple at least, which were pretty good.
That sounds fun. I liked 1,000-Year Doors extra boss mode thing that could do. Or the what was it, like the Cave of 100 Trials or something like that?
Oh yeah.
yeah.
That's really fun. Yeah, 1,000-Year Door was so good on Switch. I really liked that game, and I'm excited and hopeful Paper Mario takes a turn for the better.
Yeah, I doubt it, but that'd be great.
Well, Origami King, I didn't hate. I thought it was pretty good.
What a low bar, though. I didn't hate that.
Yeah.
I mean,
I-
Thousand Year Door is one of the best games ever, and Origami King. If it weren't for Thousand Year Door, I don't think anyone would care.
Yeah, I mean the combat was okay. I like the non-combat stuff. I thought that did pretty good.
For Origami King.
Yeah, and
Like
like
the
the combat
story elements?
itself
Yeah.
wasn't that bad.
I thought the
Part-
combat in Origami King was really forced and not enjoyable. It wasn't as bad as the Wii U. What was it, Color Splash? It wasn't
Oh,
as bad as Color Splash.
I
but
don't
it's
want
like-
to talk about Color Splash. That game makes me angry. It makes me angry to play it. It's so bad.
It's like the battle mechanic. When I heard the battle mechanic for Origami King and it had like the rotating things, I go, okay, I get it. That sounds really interesting. And I start playing it, and it's like, oh, this is fun. And as I go on, I'm like, wait a minute, this is not fun at all. And also, they have to like do a bunch of stuff to prevent me from just sitting here for 5 minutes trying to figure out like the best way to do it because they have that timer. I'm like, why are you? It's like they started having problems with it, and instead of realizing that it just wasn't a very good system, they're like, no, this is unique. We got to do it. And if they had just done like a normal turn-based system, it would have been better, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then they released 1,000-Year Door, and I think it was well received re-releasing that. So they're distracting Miyamoto with movies. They're like, go over there, Miyamoto, go make a movie. So
yeah, and right
games.
when Sticker Star came out and everyone hated it, Nintendo did it. They're like, we're listening to you guys. We're gonna make it better.
And then they made Color Splash. Color Splash is so bad. I will say I don't want to give Color Splash the 100% hate that it may
You
deserve.
feel it deserves.
It looks great. The visuals
It's got good music.
are
It's got
stunning.
good music.
It's got fantastic music, and the story isn't bad. Like the dialogue and story isn't bad, but the battle system actively makes you want to die in real life, not the game.
And there is no reward for battling.
No,
And battling is not fun. And I'm like,
so why battle?
One of those
seems like
should
a
be different from
win-win.
each other.
Yeah,
Avoid the battles.
So then you're spending most of the game trying to dodge enemies in the overworld, which and then when you get into a battle,
like late game Pokemon.
It makes you upset when you get into a battle. You're like, gosh dang it, I have to do this. And yeah, it's just frustrating. It's such a and it's clunky and slow. Like fill in the card down here, flick the card up there, wait for it. It's like I mean, it's everything that Micah complains about with like slow dialogue windows. You've never played Color Splash, right,
I
Micah?
have not. I don't even know what the battle mechanics are like.
Oh man.
It's bad. You have to like collect these cards in the overworld,
Hey,
and if you
Like
don't
a
have
deck
cards, you
building
can't
game.
do
Sounds kind of
moves.
cool.
It's not. It's really not. And then
I don't know. Deck
you have to
building
put
is
it
cool.
you have to put it on your Wii U gamepad, and you have to like fill the
Oh,
card up with paint that you've collected, and then you gotta swipe it up
uh-huh.
to the
Oh,
screen.
like throwing ninja stars in that one
Nope.
Yeah, that was the
game. Like,
closest we ever
wow.
got to the Ninja Stars.
Nope. It was not like the Ninja Stars. The Ninja Stars was cool. That was fun because it like responds to your aim. And coloring the cards is just holding on it
Yeah.
like a button, like and it fills up.
They have a mode. They have a mode that's like a touch screenless mode, setting, I guess, which like marginally improves the situation, but it's horrible. I mean, I tried really hard to give it a shot, and I'm like, I hate this. I don't like it at all.
I did as well. I made it to like World 2 and like the World 2 boss.
I think I made it even farther than that because I was
Uh,
really. I think I made like 3 or 4. I don't know. I don't remember, but it was like I put in a good number of hours into it, and I decided, what am I doing?
I am never playing this again. Yeah, that was
And to be honest, that was
I have-
almost like the end
I-
of my Nintendo phase. Like I
It's
I
that
thought that was
bad.
going to be it.
I think we're done. I mean, it's the Wii U. You're right. You didn't know any better.
So I was like 18 when the Wii U came out, and then by this time I was like 20, 22 or 23 or 24, and I thought I haven't enjoyed video games for 5 or 6 years. I must not like video games anymore. That's what's going on. And then, so that was almost it. Like, I was like, that's it. I didn't like Woolly World. I didn't like Color Splash. Breath of the Wild saved it, fortunately, but it was touch and go for a while.
Breath of the Wild saved it. I mean, you were there. I remember you were there day one, outside of Walmart.
Yeah, I was
in
planning on
in the
not
middle of
getting
Idaho.
I was planning on not getting a Switch at all because I didn't enjoy the Wii U. And then 2 days before the Switch came out, I finally watched like the trailer for Breath of the Wild, and I go, that actually looks really good, actually. So we went and we got it, and I remember sitting on campus instead of doing homework, just playing Breath of the Wild for like 2 hours. I'm like, oh, I remember this. I remember this feeling.
Video
Breath-
games are fun.
Breath of the Wild really did do a lot to save Nintendo as far as bringing people back post mortem Wii U. All 10 million of the people that bought a Wii U, which is not a lot.
And most of those are from Mario Kart.
I know. It's like we are a few and far between being Wii U fans. Wii U fans. I don't know.
Games.
It did have some good games. Nintendo Land is like peak party game.
Had Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival. That was good.
Oh boy!
Oh, perfect.
It just had like it had some of the worst of every series.
And I'll even say this: 3D World is an incredible game, but when you're expecting a Galaxy type game or an Odyssey type game, and then you get 3D World, you're like, I don't think this is very good.
Yeah.
And it is really good, but if they had done a better 3D Mario game first and then 3D World, I think that would have been a lot better for like morale, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I think the way they did the release, they revised the release for Switch, right? They did Odyssey, and then they're like Mario Maker, and then 3D World.
Yeah,
like
I think that's the way to do it,
and it fit way better that way. Yeah 3D
because 3D World is an amazing game. It's a fantastic game.
Yeah,
you wouldn't know it.
Pretty top tier. Yeah, it's actually pretty top tier. I'd say it might be up there in like top 5 Mario games ever. It's just really well made.
I think about that one. I don't know.
Yeah, right behind Mario Sunshine.
I agree with that.
GameCube,
That's
guys.
because you're good at
now,
games.
to be fair, the things that 3D World is really good at, Sunshine's really bad at. So, but it's Sunshine. You got like a world, and you get to explore it, and they got like fruit.
The movement system's like really good.
Just so
It's
bad.
okay. It's sometimes good and sometimes really bad.
It's real good.
It's not good.
You don't
They
even
had to
need
give you
flood that much.
They had to give you flood in order to make
I
it bearable.
I liked Flood. I did not like that second battle with PD Piranha, and I did not like the Pachinko level. But
Oh, the one where you can't
that
even
was
like.
the worst. That
where you-
Pachinko level, straight garbage.
it's actually broken.
Worst game design I've ever seen in my life. I will admit to that.
Yeah, how did that get through? QA,
They're like, we'll put it
like,
under the bridge,
sure.
and no one. Oh, in the dirty river with the lily pad.
Oh yeah, that was rough. Because
Where
don't
you
you
have
also
to-
have to like
You have to go
get a
out there
Yoshi.
on Yoshi. It takes forever, and if you die, it's like
yeah, the Yoshi falls into the water. You have
and
to
it's
restart,
very
and
easy to die on that one, and you
Yeah,
have to go back, and it's terrible.
then- that one's pretty rough.
It's the worst game to 100% for sure, but the actual playthrough is pretty. I liked it as a kid.
Well, I first played it as an adult, and I did not like it.
Yeah, it's not. That's not really worth.
You just gotta get better at moving. your
You're
character,
right. I just
at
have to
moving
be
Mario.
better at moving his
I mean, you can do so much
weird
wall
Mario
jumping
controls.
stuff. You can just like
There's some pretty
break your
good
way
stuff in
past
there.
all the obstacles.
Yeah, nothing beats Mario Odyssey as far as movement goes. Mario Odyssey's
Yeah.
movement feels so good.
And somehow no sequel, no DLC, no meaningful DLC
Yeah.
for the
Oh,
entire
they have
Switch
the
lifespan.
Luigi
What is
balloon
wrong with?
thing.
I mean, that's fun, but like, they've got the little Delfino Island on the map, the normal map on
Yep.
the globe. I'm like, what did you do, and how could you possibly have reversed that?
I really hope that Switch 2
I'm
gets
thinking
up.
Switch 2, Mario
Pro-
Sunshine 2.
No.
Yes.
No.
Mario Moonlight.
Mario
And there'll be
Moonlight.
Wind Waker 2. How cool would that be?
They already had
Thousand,
that.
thousand and
It's-
how many
it's called
years ago did
Phantom
1000 Year Door
Hourglass.
come out?
How many years ago? The remake
Yeah.
or
No, the original.
I have no idea.
Then,
It was
they could just call it
2008?
1000 year 17. 1017. That's a 1017 year door.
2017 year door.
The sequel.
We really had to. You really had to think about
I
that
was
to
struggling
lead
how
up
to say
to the
thousands.
punchline.
I was like,
of
how
that.
do you say thousands again?
Well, I think we should move on to the news. What say you, Micah? It's the sound bumper. That's a yes. Not a lot of news to cover this week. We are kind of in a like I said, we're kind of in a holding pattern, waiting for April 2nd when we'll get more Switch 2 news. But in the meantime, Nintendo's partnered with JetBlue. We've got an airplane. It's the Mario airplane.
And this is not
Super
the time
Mario.
to be doing that because of how many airplane crashes there have been.
Oh, Mamma Mia! It plays the game over music. Doot, 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 doot. Okay,
Every landing.
maybe too soon.
Terrible.
Yeah, I don't really know why. Like, Nintendo's collaboration type things seem like they have no rhyme or reason. There's no Mario game that's come out recently.
It's Mario Day in 2 days.
Oh yeah.
And they got a big sale
Wow.
right now. Some
How did
Mario
I
games,
forget? That it's
Call yourself
March?
a Nintendo fan?
I forgot that it's
And-
March.
And they have Mario mac and cheese now.
I have not heard of that.
They got little craft cups, Mario mac and cheese, little Mario
Aw.
shapes in them.
Oh boy, that sounds awesome. I forgot that it's Mario Day. Okay, so this does have a rhyme and reason. They're Mario Day.
Oh, it still doesn't make any sense because why is it?
They
an
could do
airplane?
something else for Mario Day.
They could, but at least
Not
this-
a game or something.
I was just like, there's no Mario game coming out. The movie's not in the hype cycle right now. What are we doing? There's some rhyme. There's some reason, no rhyme. This doesn't fit very well for Mario Day. I feel like they are there had to have originally been plans for the Switch 2 to have already been shown. Right? Like, and this is to tie into something that's coming on Switch 2 potentially. Because it feels like this last couple
Mario
months has been-
flies an airplane in Mario Odyssey 2.
this feels like it's
I mean,
been,
he does take an airplane to Delfino.
Hey, you're right.
Just saying.
This is the plane.
Sunshine 2
confirmed with the plane. It just felt like the last couple months has been very dead as far as news goes, and not for like lack of games, because we do have the Donkey Kong remake that was released.
The third remake of Donkey Kong Country Returns, which is already kind of.
Yeah, hey, we preaching to the choir here. We're not Donkey Kong Country Returns fans here on this podcast, but and then we have Xenoblade Chronicles X. Like, what's the name of that one? Xenoblade Chronicles
and we have
X.
we had the Nintendo Direct in February where they announced Planet Robobot.
What? I don't remember this.
They didn't.
That was supposed to happen, and then it just didn't. Like it was actually a pretty credible rumor, and then it just didn't happen. Everyone's like, okay, never mind.
April 29th is the release date on Xenoblade Chronicles X. So it kind of, we're still waiting. Unless I'm looking at that wrong. Xenoblade Chronicles X. Yep. So it's post Switch 2 news.
Yeah,
Very odd. Very odd. Micah, you want to hit us with the next news item?
We got 2 new Game Boy games on NSO. We got Donkey Kong and Mario's Picross.
And is this isn't Donkey Kong 94, right? Or is it? I can't remember which one this is. Donkey Kong.
Looks like it's just Donkey Kong.
Yeah, Game Boy. Donkey Kong.
Okay, no, this is the one where it seems like it's going to be a remake of Donkey Kong, like the original arcade game, but there's actually a ton of levels. And this is the precursor to Donkey Kong, Mario versus Donkey Kong. So a lot of elements from that first show up here in this game specifically, which looks like it's just Donkey Kong again, right? Like you're like, okay, this is just like a remaster of the arcade game, but you beat the arcade game levels and then it keeps going and there's new levels and new content. I'm fairly certain that that's this game. And then Mario's Cross, always fun to get.
I mean, we'll believe you because we're probably not going to play it. So
I'm going to play this one because I haven't played it, but I have heard really great things. People think this game's awesome. So
You've also heard really great things about Metroid Prime.
Yep.
Just saying.
But guess what? Metroid Prime wasn't provided to me free with my NSO subscription. So that's a little different. Drop $40 on Metroid Prime or drop $40 on NSO plus expansion pack, which I want to point out, the expansion pack hasn't been doing much for us in the past year or so.
I mean, that's how we get the N64 games, right? So maybe
but they haven't added any new ones. I mean, it's been like trickled, like a couple.
Yeah.
But it previously was giving us like DLC. You're like, oh, and you get this DLC comes with the expansion pack, like the Mario Kart tracks or Animal Crossing. But then
Splatoon
they just they just stopped. It's like Splatoon 3's DLC. Nah, nope. It's like, why you guys set a precedent and then just not follow through with that precedent?
Dude, it's clear to me that Nintendo's trying to figure out how to make a Nintendo Switch Online work because Their games aren't currently hosted on their servers. Like it's peer to peer, and so they're like, this is what happened with the sports games on the Switch. Every single sports game, the goal was to make it profitable for Nintendo Switch Online, which is why they sucked so much. And I think they've just given up. I think they're just like, I don't know.
They gave us a music app.
That's pretty cool. And
It
then
is
they put
pretty-
Golden Sun on it.
It's a decent
And you
app.
doubted. You're like, "Pff, it'll be like 3 years before they do that. Bam, 1 month later.
Just for you. They put it on. Just for you.
I know. They appreciate how good Golden Sun is.
Well, I think that may be that would be a great transition to the closing segment of our show, but we're not doing that because I want to talk to you guys about this Rolling Stone top 20 list. Did you see this list? Yeah. All right. The Rolling Stone top 20 best Nintendo Switch games of all time. And I was like,
I think Micah made it. I think
I was
Micah
like,
made
did
this
Micah
list.
make this list? But then you go down the list and you're like, I don't actually think even Micah would be this insane. Tetris 99 at number 4? At number 4, Tetris 99?
Get that out of here.
Also Mario Odyssey coming after Metroid Dread.
Hey, respect.
No respect. That's crazy talk.
I don't even mind Metroid Dread being on the list because I've heard good things about it, but like
Yeah.
2?
You haven't even played it. You've just heard good things about
I
it.
It
played
is
the
not.
demo.
You wouldn't put it at number 2. Don't lie to me. We've done top 10.
What would I put above it?
Thousand Year Door.
See, that doesn't count as a remake.
Metroid Prime, Mario Odyssey. You wouldn't put Mario Odyssey above
What
Metroid
I
Dread?
put Mario Odyssey?
You put Super
I was
Smash
trying
Bros.
to look to see
Ultimate?
which one I had more hours in.
Super Smash Bros. Ultimate?
I don't know. I mean, I haven't really played that one
The
that
Legend of
much.
Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom? The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild?
It's practically the same game.
Not on this list. I'll tell you that because Tears of the Kingdom is number 6 and Breath of the Wild is number 1.
It's a little unhinged.
It feels a little weird. I do think it is hard to rank those two on the same list because one is a direct follow-up built on the same engine with a lot of new stuff, but a lot of the same stuff. And it doesn't have the shock value of being the first open world Zelda game.
Yeah, it doesn't have the shock value, but I feel like objectively it's just more.
I think objectively between the two games, Tears of the Kingdom is better. Yeah. There's just more features. And
I think for me, the reason I would be inclined to put Breath of the Wild above it on a list like this is just because Breath of the Wild is more groundbreaking. Like,
yeah,
I think that does make a difference for me, even though I think Tears of the Kingdom is more fun.
Yeah, and they're both fun, but yes, you're right. It's like Breath of the Wild's was like such a groundbreaking moment. And then following that up with a direct sequel that it was like started as DLC, which I hear people argue. So they're like, this should have just been Breath of the Wild DLC. And I think where would they have started and stopped? Because Tears of the Kingdom has a map that is twice as big plus some. It's like, was that DLC? Was the Ultra Hand abilities DLC? Where was the start of the DLC part and it's enough to qualify as its own game, I think. I don't know. I'm talking to myself now and I'm like, They did reuse a lot, but the dungeons were way better.
It was less cohesive in my mind, which I consider a demerit. Like the map is twice as big, but the depths are kind of generated based off of the overworld, and the sky is pretty sparse. And they just took all the amiibo clothes and threw it into the depths. And I'm like, you're telling me you couldn't have just made new clothes? Like what? Like just make some new clothes. There's a
Right.
couple new clothes, but not a lot.
Yeah, there's a few, but yeah, not a ton. And they got rid of Gerudo girl Link outfit,
That's
which
not as surprising to me.
it's a
but
travesty. It's really a crime that they got rid of that. Now, what am I supposed to do with that cosplay I bought? Can't use it anymore.
I have
It's
a couple.
irrelevant.
I have a couple ideas.
Starting the Nintendo Pals OnlyFans account. Just kidding. That's not what we're doing.
No.
Back to the
Which
top
would you
20
use
list.
more, the Gerudo outfit or the Tingle
Or
outfit?
the Tingle outfit. Oh man, but this list does feel all over the place. I mean, not that a lot of these games are the best games on Nintendo Switch, with the exception of Tetris 99. I just don't feel like Tetris 99 can hold a candle to most of these things because it's not a full-fledged game as much as it is like an online experience. Like it's more mobile gamey. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah.
I would never even consider if someone told me to make a list like this, it wouldn't even cross my mind to put Tetris on it.
99.
I love Tetris. I love Tetris 99, but I mean, come on, that's ridiculous.
And to put it at number 4.
I think they do it on. I think
insane.
they do it on purpose, just to get people to share the article. You know.
We're talking about it here. We've done it. We've fallen for their trap. Any other ones on the list that you guys were surprised by being on here, or where it was placed?
I think Forgotten Land was too low, in my opinion. Forgotten Land is underrated.
I mean,
Should probably be in the
personally,
top 8.
Forgotten Land
I would,
is really good.
I would put Luigi's Mansion 3 and Pokemon Legends Arceus higher than 20. And
yeah, I
19
was a bit surprised. Pokemon's pretty low down here. The people that put together this list.
And
Don't.
I
then
feel like
Pokemon
I
fans,
feel
right?
like Pokemon deserves it for making such crappy games. Arceus is fun, but I mean, it's fun for a Pokemon game more than anything.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to open up this can of worms again with Micah, because Micah will argue that Pokemon games aren't that bad. He's the devil's advocate for Pokemon, and I am the devil's advocate against it. I think that
and he's the Pokemon fan. I'm not even that big of a Pokemon fan.
I know. I'm maybe then my opinion makes more sense. I'm the bigger fan of the series.
So yeah, but
And
every time you talk about the series, you talk about how garbage it is.
I played a heck of a lot of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, but objectively,
so what you're saying is
objectively, those games are badly made. They're
are they?
The visual and structure, like the game structure, everything in it is half baked. And I'm not alone in this opinion. You try and gaslight me, but I am not. It got very, very poorly received by reviewers, and that's just enough that Nintendo issued an apology. And I think that when Nintendo admits that they've done wrong, we can safely say that they've done a bad thing.
I think Sword and Shield were iffy, but when you got into it, it became kind of fun. Oh, it's actually pretty fun. I dig it, even though I had a lot of problems with it. But Scarlet and Violet was horrible. I mean, it's intolerable. And I remember I tried getting back into it actually just a month ago or a couple weeks ago. And I'm sitting there playing it, and my son is playing Breath of the Wild on the TV. I'm playing Scarlet and Violet. I'm playing Violet I'm looking at my screen. I'm looking up, and I'm going, "Why would I play this? Like, why would I continue?"
Because you had it on the small screen.
No, it's bad, man. It's bad. It's like
so when you say it's horrible, are you talking about its graphical fidelity, the gameplay, like
everything? Everything is bad about it. It looks really bad. It runs really bad. But also, they did not succeed on the whole open world thing. It's like, you'll work your way into an area, and nothing is dynamic to you at all. So you have to kind of like start a battle, and you go, oh, this Pokemon is 30 levels ahead of me. Okay, I didn't know that, so now I'm going to die, and then I'm going to try somewhere else and hope that that's the right place to go. And I'm like, if you want to do an open world, this has been done before. Like, you can do it. There's ways to do it, and they just didn't do it very well. And the Pokemon designs this generation weren't very good, and they made some insane decisions.
They had one Pokemon that was a tumbleweed. That's awesome.
I like the cheese stick guy. I do like that.
He's great.
That
But-
one's actually horrible.
What do
This
you
generation-
mean?
Goldango
He's so
or whatever it's
Goldango's
called.
awesome. I love
I'm
you.
not
This,
in
gener-
that.
this generation, for some reason, the first mainline entry where everywhere the Pokemon are just out and about, okay? And you can see whether they're shiny or not, all right?
It's pretty cool.
All of the shiny Pokemon in this generation look exactly the same as the normal one. You cannot tell that it is shiny. And unlike Pokemon Arceus, there is no, and Let's Go, both
Yeah.
had a little bling, bling, bling when there was a shiny Pokemon. Not this game. There's
You
no
have
way
be
to know.
knowledgeable.
There's no way to know. No, you can have the two pictures right in front of you, like shiny Goldango and regular. You're like, they're the same
Goldango
Pokemon.
is
It's like,
And I'm like-
version.
I'm like, why would you do that this generation? Why would you make it impossible to tell if it's shiny or not?
They
That's
want it to
so
be too
bad.
easy to get shiny Pokemon.
Too easy. It's like 1 in
It's strategy.
4,000.
It's higher or more likely than that nowadays.
If you have the sandwiches, I did like that. I like
The sandwich animation, that's so cringe. Like the way that it does it. Why would they do it that? There's like if they wanted to save on a budget, they could have done so many things. Why did they do it that way?
I mean, they
The
did.
whole
do-
game is
they
bad.
did save on budget. So many cutscenes are like fade to black, and then the characters are where they need to be. That is bad. That's bad. You can't tell me. You can't tell me. Oh, it's not that bad when they
Oh,
are straight,
and
like.
the-
You don't
Oh
even
no!
need that,
Watch
those
out!
animations.
And then it fades to black, and then comes back, and it's like, oh, he fell down.
Well, yeah,
the
you don't
cha-
want
on
to
his
be showing
back.
violence like that to children.
The challenges, pre-gym battle challenges in Scarlet and Violet, are some of the worst gameplay of any game I've ever played. Every single one of them is horrible, and they're all the worst thing I've ever played from Nintendo. And I'm like, you could have just not done it. You could have just given me the gym battle, and that would have been cheaper and a more enjoyable experience. So I really don't get it. The whole thing, like the one where you have to like, kick the ball around or whatever. I'm like, this
That
is
was
horrible.
awesome.
That was the only
I'm
one
like-
that was fun. I'm
It
not
was-
being honest.
It was the most fun, but like visually and just I'm like, this is not.
Oh,
a
it
good
didn't work at
experience.
all.
Yeah.
It was so broken.
And we're sitting here looking at Tears of the Kingdom, made in part by the same company on the same platform, and the physics on Tears of the Kingdom
This
is
is
like
what I'm talking about. Yeah.
noteworthy. And I know because we know Nintendo or Pokemon is the most profitable franchise ever. So I don't.
How-
It's a horrible
okay,
game.
Listen, they had to spend most of the budget on getting Ed Sheeran for the closing song. Okay.
I forgot about that.
Celestia.
Because I haven't finished it, so I wouldn't. Even
You
know.
never got to that part.
No one.
They spent so
no
much
one's heard
budget.
The song.
I played like 50, 60 hours of Scarlet and Violet. I still played them and I had fun with them, but I recognize that they are badly made. I wasn't playing a masterpiece, and I know it. And that's where I'm at with it, and that's where I'm like if and I'm not here to smack on anybody that thinks that they are fun, because
I'm here to smash on anyone too.
but anybody that's out here defending the game's graphical fidelity in any capacity,
Yeah.
I think
So the UI,
I think that is crazy. That's crazy.
The UI on Scarlet and Violet looks good. I'll give it that. Like the actual UI elements look good. They're not good to navigate. It's horrible to navigate the UI, but the actual visual components used in the UI looks good. I'll give it that. That's the only thing I'll give it.
Dude, remember when all the stores in that game are just menus? You don't actually go into a store.
They're like, we don't.
Yeah,
have
you
the
want
budget
what?
for
You want
that.
a load menu?
Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy how bad it It really it was at the end of the day. I mean, especially
Pokemon fans are in an abusive relationship with the Pokemon company right now.
an abusive relationship. So true.
Yeah, you guys are bashing on Pokemon all the
Oh
time.
my god, we're abusing them. We're
right.
the abusers.
Look, I
this
bought Brilliant Diamond, so
Ugh.
I get to complain.
victim blaming. All of the signs of a bad relationship, and Micah is displaying them prominently in behalf of the Pokemon company.
Pokemon is the victim in this situation.
Dude, brilliant diamond, also trash. It was.
I
it was so
got
agree.
20 minutes into it. I'm like, this was the worst mistake of my life. I should not have
I
bought this game.
agree. I agree. Yeah, I was in the same boat, and I love Generation 4.
I'm with you guys on
Gen
that
4.
one.
Did you play it?
Like they
No.
they made it on
I
Unity, didn't
need
they?
to.
Yeah.
And you can like clip your way to the special Pokemon.
Yep. They didn't like factor basic things like, oh, we added the fact that you can move diagonally, and that makes it so you can just clip through things.
They're like, oops.
Well, oh shoot, you
Sorry.
can walk diagonally. You're like, oh my gosh,
It's a feature, not a bug.
It's like some of the same bugs that are on Stardew Valley, which was made by one person, are present in a remake of a mainline Pokemon game.
Oh, that's doing a disservice to Stardew Valley. That's a great game.
Yeah, but I can forgive bugs on a game made by one person.
Oh man. Well, that's about all we got for news this week. Not a lot. We're holding steady, waiting for April 2nd. Switch 2. It's coming. But with that, I think we don't have anything for the secret segment this week. And we don't have a last week we asked you. So we will ask a question out on our Discord. And if you are out on the Discord, be sure to stop by the Suggest a Segment channel where you can suggest a segment that we will be surprised with. We don't see it before the show and we talk about it on the spot. It's a fun time. So with that, we can move on to the PAL topic. Our topic is a music quiz. I explained briefly to you guys before. This the idea was presented to me by Roger. It was like, hey, it'd be fun to do this kind of music quiz.
Like 2 days ago, I'm pretty sure, right?
Yes. We're like, heck yeah, let's do it. I have the music. I have the quizzing ability. I don't. Maybe I don't actually, but I have put together a list of songs that we will play here, and here's how this is going to go. So each song has a title, game, the title name, game name, series name, and platform. So the way to earn points, we will take turns here. I will play a song, and we'll probably start with Micah, who will get a chance to guess based off the first 5 seconds what the song name and game is, and I will give him a yes or no if he is on the correct platform, series, and game. If he can guess the correct game, it is 1 point. If you can guess the name of the game, it is 2 points. If you
the name of the song.
Yes. And if you cannot guess the name or game, it gets tossed to Roger. And we go back and forth with 5 seconds apiece. Does that make sense? So Micah starting would get 5 seconds to hear the song. Roger would get 10 seconds from the beginning. And then we'll go up till maybe 30 seconds. That was kind of where I was going to put the cutoff time. 30 seconds. If neither of you have got it, then we'll call it there. I went primarily here with Nintendo first-party games. I do have a couple third-party and a couple Nintendo published, but those are few and far between. And would you like me to give you a hint to that at the start? I feel like that kind of narrows it down maybe a little too quickly. Okay. So just
my whole
there's
goal
a
is to just get a single point.
okay, there's a possibility of that happening. Alrighty, so
Of me getting a point.
Yeah. It's a possibility of you getting a point, that's for sure. Let me come down here to share. Oh, I didn't share my audio. I'm going to share my screen and the audio. So you guys should be able. Be careful sharing screen audio. Other participants will hear themselves. Oh, that won't work then. Hold on. Let me just open up my app here, and then you guys should be able to hear. Okay, presenting. To share.
Something happening?
It won't let me share it. No.
I mean, we heard it for just a second.
Okay, well, you guys will potentially be able to hear yourselves as well. Hopefully not.
Unknown artist.
Yep. Unknown artist, unknown album. This is song number 1. I'm giving you 5 seconds, Micah.
See, this is a bunch of malarkey. I actually don't hear anything.
Yeah, there's no audio coming through.
Lovely. Well, actually, there was no audio. The first song is just
silent. The first 5 seconds of the first song.
It's Breath of the Wild ambient sound.
All right, let's try again here.
I'm going to guess Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild. That is a no, and you do not have the correct platform, series, game, or name.
Mm-hmm. Good. I just wanted to make sure Roger had no hints.
All right. Well, he knows that it's not Switch platform now. And so it does help narrow down a little bit. All right, Roger, here you go. Here's your 10-second clip. You got to guess.
I don't actually know what it is, but I'm going to guess Animal Crossing, Wild World, or City Folk.
All right.
Since they have the same soundtrack.
You are in the right series, but that is not correct. The correct game. So I will give this one to Micah.
Wait, what are you typing, Micah?
I'm Googling names of Animal Crossing games because you mentioned all of them that I know.
You can't do that.
All right.
I don't know any other names.
Micah, you got 15 seconds coming. Will this help playing more of the song? I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, I know. It's definitely a Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival.
Oh, that is incorrect.
Okay, I think I can just guess without hearing it again.
Okay.
Is it my turn again? Is that how it works?
Yes.
This has got to be New Leaf then, right?
That is correct.
Okay, and I'm gonna try to make a guess for where it is. I think it's an hourly song between 11 p.m. and 5 a.m. I think.
That is correct. That is correct.
I'm gonna guess midnight.
It's 1 a.m. It is 1 a.m. I'll give you the point. I'll give you a point on that one though, because you did get the right game. I
would have just straight up left if you got the right hour. I would have just quit.
1 a.m.
I've played
Animal Crossing on the 3DS.
New Leaf at 1 a.m. So I should know it, but not very often.
All right. Moving on to number 2 here. I'll let Roger start this one since Micah started the last one. That's 5 seconds.
Do I get to hear the 5 seconds again, or do I only get to
Yeah,
hear
you
it
can.
once?
You want to hear it?
Yeah,
again?
let me hear it one more time.
I swear I've heard this too.
Man, I can't. I don't know. I have no idea. So, in the spirit of the game, I'll make a guess,
Okay.
which is that I think it's like some handheld Legend of Zelda game or something. Like, I don't even know what I'll say, like Spirit Tracks or something. I have no idea.
Spirit Tracks. So that is the incorrect platform, series, game, and name. So all
Okay,
four
I-
wrong.
I-
It is not a DS title, and it is not in the Legend of Zelda series. Micah,
Okay.
here's your 10 seconds.
It's not gonna help.
But it's a bop. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Okay. Give you an extra second there because I want to end it.
This just feels like Wii era.
So that's all you're gonna guess is Wii.
But I'm gonna.
I guessed the entire Wii.
But instead of guessing that, I'm gonna guess Pikmin 4.
Pikmin 4. That is incorrect series, platform, and title and name. So everything wrong. It is not a Switch. It's Pikmin 4 is Switch. That is not a Switch or Pikmin title. Roger, I'm going to toss it back to you. I'm gonna play a little bit more of the song. I'm just going to start it from here because. It's so good.
I still don't know. I'm gonna throw out there Tomodachi Life.
Tomodachi Life. It is not a 3DS game, and it is not in the. I'll say that's the Me series of games.
Series.
So it would not be Metopia then.
It would not be Metopia. Yep.
So wait, it's not in.
I'm like running out of
this one is
franchises.
Tomodachi
I think
Life then?
Pikmin made sense too, and I'm running out of franchises where I could see this song even being in it at all.
Yeah. So we are now saying it is the first. What was the first guess you had?
Spirit Tracks.
Yeah. So it's not a DS game. It's not a Switch game. It's not a whatever the last one you said.
3DS game.
3DS game. And it is not Zelda, Pikmin, or gosh, I've already forgotten your latest guess. There's too many things to keep track of. I should have like a list here on the side. Tomodachi. It's not Me. It's not a Me series. Micah, I'm gonna give you 5 more seconds here. Just kind of repeats at this point.
This is stupid. I swear I've heard this song before too. It's so familiar sounding.
The song is used a lot in like background videos, background of like Nintendo related videos. Like Nintendo YouTubers love this song.
So it wouldn't be like a Wii Sports kind of a thing, right? Because
that would be in the Me series, I would say.
Okay.
Oh, the Me series and the Wii series. I feel like he's getting a lot of that.
No, that's what.
So Me series and Wii series are the same series. Okay, that's what I was thinking. Oh, I have a guess when Micah inevitably fails.
Did you give a guess, Micah? I've now just
No.
been letting the song play.
The
Da, 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 da.
balloon fight.
Balloon Fight. Good guess. It is not in the Balloon Fight series or on the NES.
I don't know if this is right. I have no idea. But the only other franchise I can think of that I could see something like this happening would be like a Game Boy Advance Pokemon game.
Game Boy Advance Pokemon game.
And so I'm just gonna that already sounds like I'm not right, but I'm just gonna guess like like I don't know. I think Diamond was on Game Boy Advance, wasn't it?
That's DS.
What's
Game
the
Boy
third
Advance
letter?
would be Ruby,
What's
Sapphire.
the third? Ruby. Yeah, I'll say Sapphire. Yeah, Sapphire.
It is not on the Game Boy Advance. And I think we've far surpassed the 30 seconds.
Yeah,
This game is called Monkeys, and it is one of the background tracks for Mario Paint on the Super Nintendo.
Mario Paint.
Mario Paint.
Hey, That does sound like a Super Nintendo song. I hear it now. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was gonna be my next guess.
Oh, you were so close. No
Mario
points on
Would've
that one.
never- I
So
would have never got that one.
we still have
Yeah,
Roger up.
seriously?
Well, if you get that one, I'm worried for the rest of the quiz. I was
You
like, I
played
thought
Mario
this was-
Paint.
That one?
Mario Paint's pretty popular, I thought, as far as like games go, but I don't know. It's an old
Oh,
game and
no.
there hasn't been a sequel, so
I'm
but
not
there
even
is
gonna get a point.
there is Mario Paint music in Mario Maker. So the song continues on there. I don't know if this track is in there specifically, but maybe.
Okay.
Okay. Song number 3. Micah, you get to start. 5 seconds. Here you go.
It's garbage.
You don't know. Oh no! I made the quiz too hard.
I mean,
Here I thought this
obviously-
was gonna be a walk in the park.
obviously, I know
this
that
was-
this is Detective Pikachu.
Detective Pikachu, which came out on the
3DS and Switch.
the 3DS. Is it on Switch?
There's a sequel on the Switch, I guess.
Yeah, I'm guessing both of them.
You can't do that. Nope,
I
not
think
allowed.
I deserve that to be
No.
okay.
Nope. Pick. You want Detective Pikachu or Detective Pikachu 2?
If it's one of these Detective Pikachus and I choose the wrong one, I will never forgive you. The sound quality is too good. Can you play that first 5 seconds again?
Yeah, I
The
got
2 notes they have. I mean, that's what was the original on? Like DS or something?
3DS.
3DS.
3DS. I mean, that's definitely a Switch quality soundtrack right there.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
Hmm.
Mm.
The best part is it's probably neither, and it doesn't even matter.
I hope it is, because if it's not, I have got no idea what it is.
You guys are gonna kick yourselves for sure.
But that was my guess.
You're giving Detective
The
Pikachu
Detective
2.
the one that's on the Switch 2.
This is on the Switch. It is not in the Pokemon series.
No.
All right.
That'd be my second
Five
guess.
more seconds for Roger here. Give it to you from the beginning so you can hear that awesome saxophone at the beginning.
Is it called Emio? I'm gonna guess like that game, whatever it's called.
Emio, the Smiling Man.
Mhm.
No, it is not from Famicom Detective Club or that game, that series. Good guess.
That
though.
cuts out a lot of games,
It really does.
especially a lot of games on the Switch. We already know it's on the Switch.
All right, Micah. Here's 5 more seconds.
Is this Mario Wonder? Oh, it seems like something they'd do in some random room with a bunch of flowers singing along. I don't know.
This is from the Mario series.
What?
This is from the Mario series, but it is not from Mario Wonder. And I want to
So
I
a
want to
Mario game
preface
on
here-
the Switch.
I want to preface here that Mario encompasses a lot of games. I am not excluding that to Mario
Can-
Sports or Mario Mainline or like the Mario series is just general.
Does Mario series count as a game that like features like Luigi or Wario, but not Mario as the main character?
I will say no to that one. So this is not a spin-off characters game.
I get 5 more seconds, right?
Yep.
I have to say Origami King. I don't know.
You are right. This is from Origami King.
Yeah.
Can
thought
you
it-
guess what this is from?
Oh. If
Can you guess the
No,
point of
I
the
don't.
game this is from, Roger?
I have no idea. I barely played any of it. It's got to
This
be
is-
like it's got to be that detective guy that's here with. Is there a detective guy in Origami King? I feel like there was like a little detective guy.
that does sound kind of familiar. Like is he a penguin?
That's
No, that's
Thousand
Thousand Year
Year
Door.
Door.
Is that Theodore? Oh yeah.
I
on the
thought
train,
there was
right?
one in Origami King too, though, but maybe I'm wrong.
That
This
that
isn't
is
Birdo, is it?
incorrect.
Yeah, I can't give a good guess
so-
for what it is.
So I'm not sure how to do the pointing here because Micah is correct. This
It
is
is,
Birdo's
dang it.
theme from
Nice.
Paper Mario Origami King. She or he or whatever Birdo feels like being
In North
Just-
America, it's a she. I'm pretty sure.
descends from the ceiling in the coffee shop.
I
On,
don't
like,
think
a
I got
swing.
that far.
Once I
to be
knew it was
honest.
Origami
Actually, just
King,
any
that
po-
sounded right.
Yeah. So Micah got the location
I
right.
mean, I may be a little biased, but
I
I think
think-
that's the only point I would possibly get.
I think I'm going to
So-
split it because Roger got the game and you got the location. Each of you get 1 point. I feel like
Sounds
that's
good to
fair.
me.
Roger at 2,
I
Micah
didn't
at
even
1.
deserve. I didn't even deserve that point. So I think that's.
Are
all
you
I
sure
should-
you got
yeah.
it? You guessed the
No,
game.
I know I got
Oh,
it.
he's
But
the one- I mean, he'll take the
had
point
no
for sure,
idea.
Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't like. I never would have gotten it without Roger saying Origami King first. But
Alrighty.
once I knew it was Origami King, it was like, that I think is the part.
Roger, you get to go first on this next one here. Question. Song number 4. 5 seconds.
You picked really hard songs. Can I hear that 5 seconds again?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
This
Have
one,
we
this
heard
one
this before?
maybe tough. I feel like you guys probably both have heard this before.
It sounds
Really?
familiar.
Okay, I have no idea. So just for the sake of getting more information, I'm going to guess. I'm just gonna guess New Super Mario Bros. On the DS.
New Super Mario Bros. On the DS. That is incorrect for platform, series, game, and name. Yeah. But you've narrowed it down. You've gotten those off the board.
It sounds like an older console, but not so old as the
Mhm,
SNES.
Micah, you want your 10 seconds?
Yeah. I swear I've heard this. Yes,
I've heard this too.
Crap. It's hard to get off that first 5 seconds, but it sounds like you guys are.
But I don't know what it's from though.
It's
but I
like-
recognize it.
is this
Give it a guess, Micah.
the Me Plaza song?
The Me Plaza song. I think I might give this to you. This isn't
What?
the Me Plaza song. But are you? Can you? I feel like this is spoilers. I've already spoiled it a little bit here. This is the Check Me Out submission plaza for the Check Me Out app.
Is that not the Me Plaza?
It is
It
not
has
the same as
Plaza
the Me
in the
Plaza.
name?
To me, that sounds like he got the game right, but not the location.
Yeah.
Because the game,
yeah.
it's the game is like Wii system. I don't know. That's how I say it.
It's its own separate app on
Yeah, fair
the
enough.
Wii. This is the one where you go and submit Mii's for like the global walk. They like all walk in front of you for like different competitions. So yeah. I think I'll give Micah the point on that one. I kind of spoiled that. A little bit of a rigged
Yeah.
round there. Sorry. I should have
But I'll
I should
take
have
it.
been like, what specifically? Because the Me Plaza music, I think you guys would know that.
Yeah,
Like,
I didn't even think that
bum,
sounded
bum,
like the
bum,
Wii. To be
bum,
honest,
bum, bum, bum.
But yeah, it has a lot of Wii.
I couldn't remember if that was the Wii menu was that, or if that was the Plaza, or if the Plaza was something else.
Yeah, it's from the Check Me Out channel. That was. Remember when there were channels on there? Like
Yeah.
What a time to be alive.
Weird design.
Everyone's first smart TV was a Wii.
True. All right, Roger, you get the first. No, Mikey gets the first 5 seconds. He's on odds. Cool. Number 5. Five seconds. What you got?
Kirby, Return to Dreamland.
Kirby Return to Dreamland is a Wii title. This is not on the Wii. It is not in Kirby. So, Roger, I'll give you.
I thought I was going to do a lot better on this game than I am.
I think maybe my music tastes are a little too obscure.
You got nothing new.
I recognize this song.
I went and pulled this one specifically for you guys. I did not have this one before the quiz, so I just want to point that out. 10 seconds.
Can you play that again for me?
Yeah, it's vaguely familiar.
I don't know. I've already guessed it before, but I'm going to guess again. I'm going to guess Tomodachi Life for that.
Tomodachi Life, and that's a
3DS.
3DS. It is not on 3DS. It is not in the Me series. Micah, I'll give you another 5 seconds here.
I recognize this. This is killing me.
We already said it's not Me, right?
It's not a Me. It's not on Wii, and it is not on 3DS.
Dang, I was kind of thinking like Mario Galaxy.
I have heard this song before too, and I thought it was from a different game myself.
I had a guess, and I forgot what it was. It's gotta be. That one game, you know. I know you know.
No, yes, you know, I know.
Hey, Roger, what are the odds that you know?
I don't know, but I'm hoping that your guess gives me some information.
This is Thousand Year Door, obviously.
This is a GameCube game. It is not from the Mario series.
Dang.
20 seconds for you, Roger.
Skip 10 seconds.
Maybe it would get easier when you hear more. This intro's really long.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it for some reason because but I'm gonna guess the Zelda game that came after
Wind
Waker, the one at the end of the GameCube life cycle.
Twilight Princess.
Twilight Princess.
This is not from Zelda. No. So.
Dude, what? A GameCube game?
Wait,
I'll up this up to 30 seconds for Micah.
The intro's the same. It doesn't say anything new.
Yeah, you're right.
It's not helping.
GameCube game, huh? GameCube game.
Pikmin 2.
Oh.
This is from a Pikmin game.
Gosh.
Oh, do I get to guess now?
You do get to guess.
So I'm going to guess Pikmin.
This is Pikmin. Do you have any guesses for the title? Or the location?
I don't. Hold on, let me think of something. I've never played Pikmin. So I'm going to say it's a menu select screen, or menu select thing.
It's in space.
This is Forest of Hope from Pikmin 1.
Okay.
Every intro level of Pikmin is something of hope. So I think It's Field
Should I
of
play
Hope.
Pikmin? I've never played Pikmin before, to be honest. Should I play
Do you-
Pikmin
They're
4 on
pretty-
the
I think
Switch?
they're
That's my
pretty good.
question.
Do you like RTS games?
I don't know what that means.
Real-time strategy like Warcraft. Like
I don't know if I've played any, to be honest.
any games where you control troops and move them from one location to another. What's the other one? Command and Conquer is the other popular one.
But like Nintendo has a way of getting me to like games in genres I don't really like. So
Yeah, Pikmin's fun. I enjoy it.
It
But
sounded kind of familiar, and I'd never played the original Pikmin.
Oh,
So
I thought you
assumed it
had.
had to be the
I
second.
put this on here because I know you guys are both GameCube guys, and I was like, okay.
and yet we neither of us have played
And
Pikmin 1,
yet.
apparently.
Well, that's what my guess was going to be last time, and then I forgot what it was. It was going to be Pikmin 2.
Okay, Roger, I'm going to give you this next one here.
What are the points right now? Is it 3-2?
It is 3-2.
think so.
You are in the lead by 1.
This is
You're
tough.
welcome for
This is a
that
lot
point.
tougher than I thought. Yeah, thanks. That's the second point you've given me, Micah, so thank you.
Okay. This is song number 6.
Yeah, I've heard this too. Crap.
This is a hard
What's
one.
it called?
I think I'll throw that out here right out the gate.
I don't know. Again, I'm saying that a lot. I'm just gonna guess because it's the first.
Can
thing
you
that came to
can
mind.
you hear the era that it is from?
Can you play it again?
Based off because you can kind of hear
I'm
a lot
trying to
of
hear
these
the
songs.
era.
But this one is hard for that specific reason.
I have no idea. I'm gonna guess, and I can't even remember the name. Rhythm Thief on 3DS. Is that what it's called?
Rhythm Heaven?
No, the one where you're the guy who it's a rhythm game and you're trying to. It's obviously not it though.
Yeah.
But-
Rhythm Thief is that yes, that is a game. I've never played it, so
Yeah, that's just I don't have a good guess. That's my only guess.
but that's on 3DS. It is not
Mm-hmm.
a rhythm series, and it is not on the 3DS.
Okay.
I think that eliminates all the
Dang, man.
Rhythm Heaven and Rhythm Thief.
I don't think those are the same franchise, but yeah.
I'm eliminating it. Make it easier for you
Close
guys.
enough.
Micah, I'm giving you another 5 seconds.
I only needed 2 seconds. This is obviously a Mario music.
Mario Music? Is
Sure
that
they-
a game?
I can't remember what the actual game is called, apparently. Wii music? That can't be right.
Wii Music.
Wii Music? Wii Music with the
What is
Mii's?
that? I don't remember them being Mii's. Maybe they were Mii's, though.
Or are you talking about Mario Paint? And
See,
the
that's the
music,
question.
the music thing that you can put on it. You can play the music
That's
game.
Probably.
Is that what you're thinking of?
Wii music?
I feel like
It's like that fashion show thing. What is that actually called?
Oh, that's Talent
I mean-
Studio, Mario Talent Studio.
Obviously, that's not it. But
on
yeah,
yeah. So this is not an
That
N6.
one.
This is not an N64 track, and it is not from a Mario game. So that's.
Dang.
I know I've heard this song before.
Okay, go ahead. And
I
give
know
me-
you've heard this.
Start
song
from the
before.
beginning for me.
I don't think Roger has ever heard this song before. I don't know if that's helpful. I threw in a curveball here. This is a tough one.
They're all curveballs.
I'll give you 20 seconds here.
Yeah, just keep going.
I have to guess like Metroid Prime. I have no idea.
Metroid Prime for the GameCube. This is not a GameCube title, and it is not from the Metroid series. You guys are narrowing down systems at least.
That's what I'm trying to do.
not
But I
too
don't
many left.
recognize this song at all. It's in 7A, which is kind of cool.
All right, Mike, I give you another 10 seconds there.
Is this a Mario Party 9?
Mario Party 9 for
Oh, wait,
the
we already said it's
Wii?
not in Mario series, right?
Yes.
Or what did we say? Okay,
Yeah,
so
we
I'm
did
going to
say
take
not
that
in
back
Mario.
because I
Okay.
assume that is not that I have an actual guess.
I try and narrow down the platform, and then I think you may be able to get it from there.
I can't remember what platforms. It's not 64.
It is
it's
not 64. It is not
GameCube.
I don't think this
GameCube,
could. I don't think this
not
could be on the
DS.
NES. I don't think this could be on the NES or SNES. So it's got to be a handheld, right?
I remember
Maybe,
I did say
maybe
this
not.
was tricky because it kind of sounds like it shouldn't exist on this system.
Okay, I have a guess when Mikey gives up. Then
Okay, Micah, what do you got?
Yeah, we'll go with the Kirby 3. What's the third Kirby game?
Kirby 3. I believe that's on Super Nintendo, right?
Sure.
This is a Super Nintendo game.
oh,
Dang it.
what? Okay, I
Yeah.
have to change my guess then.
It's,
I don't even know if there was there. Okay, I'm gonna guess F-Zero.
F-Zero. That's a good guess. I mean, this does kind of sound F-Zero-y, but this is
Yeah.
not from F-Zero.
And
I think-
is F-Zero on the SNES? I'm pretty sure it is, right?
Yeah.
there's got to be one. Is Plock on the SNES?
This is Plock. Micah is right.
What? I've never even heard of that game.
I've
Plock?
told you about it.
It's his favorite
I
game.
was like, the music
Well, not
in
his
this
favorite
game
game,
is
but-
peak, and
Okay.
it does.
I mean, that's
things-
pretty good. That's a pretty good song. So
I mean, so Super Nintendo. This is a Tim Fallon game. If you're familiar with him as a composer, he is known to make music that is so good that Miyamoto was like, "This isn't real. This isn't really a Super
this
Nintendo.
is not actual music.
This isn't
That
actually
was cool.
on
I
a
like
Super
that
Nintendo
song.
chip." So
Wow.
yeah,
Is this the
I
the
think I
one in
watched you
the
playing
big
Plock
forest?
one time, didn't I?
what?
Is this the one in the big forest?
This is not in
Big
the big
trees?
forest. It was good.
I have
Good
no
try
idea.
for that second point. I'm going to give you the 1 point. This is Beach or A Line in the Sand, which plays on beach levels in Plock.
Yeah, I was very close to guessing that.
Tied it up. Micah is
Sounds a little
Roger's
unfair to
up
Roger.
three. It was a little unfair. That's why I said this was
No,
a hard
that's
one.
it's how it is. Yeah.
Okay. Back to some normalcy here. I
Who
think
starts this time?
Is this
Micah starts this time.
Oh,
5
that's it?
seconds for Micah. The timer went from 1 to 3 to 5. I don't know how many seconds of that actually played. It was a short song. I wonder if does that give you some sort of hint that it's short? I don't know if it does.
Oh, it's only 51 seconds. Well,
What you gonna guess?
Using that knowledge, it's probably a Pokemon Sword and Shield.
This is a Pokemon game. Wrong platform. Wrong platform, wrong game, but it is in the Pokemon series.
Yeah, I was
Which
actually
one was
going
Sword
to
and Shield
guess.
on?
I was gonna guess Pokemon, so that's very encouraging. I'll like to
All
hear
right.
it though.
Roger, I'll give you your 10 seconds.
I don't recognize this, and so I feel bad guessing what I'm going to guess.
Okay.
It sounds like a Pokemon pinball game.
That sounds older school.
Is there multiple Pokemon pinball games?
Yes, there are two, and because you're asking that, it either means that
I know I'm a horrible host.
it either means that I'm wrong or it's the first one. So I'm going to guess the first one. Pokemon
It is
pinball.
not from Pokemon Pinball. I am
Dang.
sorry.
Oh, so it's not the other Pokemon
so
pinball game?
that's on the Game Boy. So is it on the Game Boy?
It is not on the Game Boy.
Okay.
Micah, you get. I think I'll give you 30 seconds here. Not that that'll help
Whoa!
you. at this point.
I still got to guess after him, though, right?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
I think I need to give more snippets than just 5 per. So I'm upping it from like 5,
okay.
5, and then up 10. So 20 seconds or so. You get 20 seconds then.
I mean, they got Ruby and Sapphire. Essentially count as the same game, right?
Yeah. This is a yeah. I would say that for these songs where they are cross game, you could guess either or both. You're guessing
Or
Ruby
Emerald,
Sapphire,
right?
and that is no. This is specifically from Emerald. I'm sorry to say no.
That's what I said, though.
This is
That was my guess.
This is not from Ruby Sapphire Emerald. It is not on the Game Boy Advance.
What? That's what I was gonna guess. Ruby Sapphire.
Oh.
Now I feel really dumb.
30 seconds for Rug.
Well, I have to guess.
Oh man, I'd say I would say at that point it took
I would
a
have
bit.
to guess. I would have to guess Diamond and Pearl.
You are correct. This is from
Dang
Diamond
it,
and Pearl.
that's next one I was gonna guess. Just essentially
Dude,
trying to
listen,
go.
I mean,
listen
after-
to Ruby and Sapphire's Pokemon pinball music. It sounds exactly like that.
Yeah,
No
I was
joke.
gonna say that first 20 seconds, I didn't realize when I put this one in, sounds very much like older generation just because it's more beepy. But then
Yeah.
when you got into that 30 seconds, you got some piano, some more. You could tell there was more full sound
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah.
Do you want to give it a guess as to where in the game this is?
Well, I've never played.
You never played
it's
Diamond
been-
and Pearl? Oh no, man! I was
Yeah.
Guess about
So I dipped
47
out
or
of the
something.
I dipped out of the Pokemon franchise after Generation 3. I got back in for Black and White, and then I skipped X and Y, and then I got back in for Sun and Moon. So it's not going to be the I don't think it's going to be like the like Poke Center because that has the same song in every game. So I'm going to say that it is like an online room where you're like setting up a trade or a battle.
That's a good guess. This is Jubilife City, which
Is that
is also
first
remixed
city?
and featured prominently in Legends Arceus as the main city.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Uh.
I played tons of Arceus. I don't recognize it at all. So
Yeah, if you listen to them both together, you're like, oh, okay. It's kind of like it
yeah,
is very hard to tell that they're the same thing, but
it's
I
kind
thought
of like that
maybe that would
Mario
be a
Kart
little
track. It's like the Game Boy Advance Mario Kart tracks on Mario Kart 8, where they just literally don't look anything like it at all, and they're
Yes.
just completely different.
bit.
And you're like, oh, it is red, so I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, it's similar to that. All right, Roger, you get to start on this next one. This is song number 8.
I'm glad I got to start on this one. I'm
He even
sure
gave
that
you
there's
7
not going to be
seconds.
any benefit to going
Yeah,
second on
you
this
said.
one. Can you play that again? You chose hard songs, man.
This one is just funny. I put this one in because it's funny.
How do I even guess something? How do I even make a random guess?
I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to make this quiz so hard. I didn't want to just put in like, hey, it's the Mario Underground theme. Like that. Like
No,
I
I
didn't want to
think
put it in basic
this
rules. I
is
wanted to-
great. This is fantastic. We're just both really bad at this. I'm going to go off the fact that you just chose a Pokemon one, and have we had a Zelda? No, there's no way this one's Zelda. So I'm going to do the same thing I did before, which is I'm going to guess Metroid Prime as well for this one.
Metroid Prime, the original or the remake or Prime 2, Prime 3? Or are you just going with original?
I'm glad you're giving me this opportunity. So I'm going to say
Because each of those came out on different systems. So I want to help you narrow
you're
down
trying to tell me
systems here.
which system it's
System
not
is-
on.
Mhm.
I'll say 3 then.
3. This is not a Wii game, and it is not in the Metroid series. Micah, here's your...
Does
Your
mean I get
extra
14
time.
seconds? Oh, I only get
I
3
know
more
this.
seconds?
I know this one.
Yeah.
Do I know this one?
Fine, I'll give you the 14. Did that help?
No.
Got a guess?
Not we.
It's not we.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go with... Sounds like it's from a movie.
Sounds like it's from a movie.
I'm just gonna guess Smash Bros. Brawl.
We know it's not on the
It's
Wii
not
though.
on the Wii, bro.
You should choose a different Smash Bros. game.
Smash Bros. Wii U. Obviously, is the one I meant to say.
This is not a Wii U title.
Okay.
I think that doesn't narrow it down.
Giving Roger an extra.
I know this song. And I can't place it. And so I'm gonna guess this. I have a game that came to mind for this.
Okay.
And I think it's wrong
Okay.
because we've already had a song from this game, so it's probably wrong. But I feel like this is from Origami King.
Roger, you are right. This is from Origami.
Yeah, because I remember
curveball.
That's such a curveball.
Okay, so
I don't know if I can give you a good guess, like an actual name of it, but something is like coming up. It's like a cut scene where something is coming up out of the ground, and I just don't remember what it is that's coming out of the ground.
Involve a chain chomp.
I mean that's you are like so close. I feel like I should just give you the point, the extra point.
Yeah, some big. I'll just to be fair, I'll give a solid guess. It's in that.
Okay.
No, it's not in that world though. But I don't know what else to guess. I'm going to say it's in the desert world.
It is not.
Okay.
But it is a giant thing coming up.
I know. I remember it.
It is the giant fan of Bonehead Island. A giant.
That's right.
A giant real world fan.
Yep.
Appears from the ground.
And you know what? I was thinking a fan in my head, and I thought that's probably not right.
That
so I should have guessed it. But
Micah, should Roger get an extra point there? He was very close. He was describing the scene pretty well.
I mean, kind of, but I mean, he didn't know it was a giant fan.
I'm at your mercy. Do whatever you want.
What do you want to do? I'll even accept him, giving him a half point for that, maybe.
I mean, a half point's just a full point, essentially.
No, it's a tiebreaker point.
Yeah, but that means I'd have
What
to
do
get
you
2
want
points without you getting a point.
One point for Roger?
No, because if you got 1 point ahead of me, then we'd be tied if it was a full point, but you would win if it's only a half point.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, but well, I don't think it matters. Yeah, sure, give him the point.
Give him
Actually, we'll give him a half point.
Give him a half
So,
point.
At the end, he's
Harder
not
to
winning
track.
by as much.
Yeah. That's fine.
What
All
are
right.
the points right now? I can't even remember.
Roger, you were at 4.5, and Micah is at 3.
Oh, hey, pretty good.
Pretty close game here. Song number 9. This is for Micah.
Oh, come
This
on.
is crap. This is gonna be so dumb if it's the same thing happens again. I mean, obviously, you know the series as well. If this isn't the series I'm thinking of, it's gonna blow my mind. Splatoon
You're just
3.
gonna.
This is not Splatoon 3, but it is from the Splatoon series.
Is it on? You got to tell.
And
them
it
it's
is on
platform or not.
Switch.
Splatoon 2.
Second time.
I'm guessing Splatoon 2.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
taking back that half point I gave you. I've already
No,
given
you
you 2
can't.
points. I've already given you 2 points.
I was
Splatoon.
surprised you guessed Splatoon 3 because we've played so much of it, and I've never heard that song before.
All righty.
There's
Do
like
you have a
407
guess for the
songs
title
on
of
it.
this one?
Can you play the 10 seconds for me? So, I'm guessing that simply
I mean, you've
saying
already
that
got
it's
it.
a battle, that it's a battle song is not going to be sufficient for
I
a
don't
game
think
like
so. It
Splatoon.
has an actual title. This is a
Of course it
popular.
does, but
This is a popular track. Real Splatoon 2 fans will know the name.
I'm a Splatoon 3 fan, which is very different than being.
It
a
is very
Splatoon fan.
different. It is very different. Yes.
I can't give you a guess other than a battle theme. That's all I can say. I don't even
All
know.
right.
They
The
have
title.
like fins and frolicking fins or whatever. I don't know.
The title of this is Rip Entry.
That's nice.
Close.
So that's another point for Roger. Another handed from Micah. Would you have guessed Splatoon 2 on your own?
I would have. I was debating between 1 and 2. I knew it wasn't 3.
Okay.
And so I was going to go off of whatever platform he chose, and just
Nice.
that was going to narrow
Got
down.
Got lucky here. Okay. Maybe Micah's luck will turn around and you'll gift him something. Here.
Maybe.
I doubt it.
Song number 10.
That's Super Mario Sunshine, isn't it?
Super Mario Sunshine. No. This is not on the GameCube, and it is not a Mario game. Mike, I'm giving you 10 seconds.
What crap is happening?
It sounds exactly like the hotel music from Super Mario Sunshine, doesn't it? Like the Boo Hotel.
Like.
Yeah, it does have that vibe. Like less creepy. This is happier than that.
Yeah,
but yeah.
I am going to guess Animal Crossing, that city one.
This is a Wii game, but it is not from the Animal Crossing series. You got the platform though. That might narrow it down.
Micah.
I'm going to give you up to 20 seconds
take your
here.
points, you jerk.
Well, I don't still.
La, la, la.
So this does sound a lot like an Animal Crossing song, except for that I don't recognize it.
It sounds like the city theme. It does kind of has that. Maybe the same artist behind this one. I don't know. I haven't looked up who composed these. Any guesses here?
I mean, I'm hearing a lot of random, those like little noises that are popping in. I feel like that's like triggering something in my head.
It should.
Can you play it again? Can you play it again?
It should be a clue.
Like trumpet kicks in, it just seems so familiar to me.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna say a Wii Sports Resort. I have no idea.
Okay. You are in ballpark with series, but this is not from Wii Sports Resort. Okay. However, this is a Woohoo Island song. I could give you that. Woohoo Island. This.
How many other games have Woohoo Island?
Yeah, what other games? What other games have Woohoo Island on it?
Good question.
On the Wii?
On the Wii. Micah, I'm getting you up to 30 seconds. I gave you way more than 30 seconds.
I was like, this isn't necessarily my guess, but I'm going to ask a question about it that you can give me an answer if you want to. Does Pilot Wings have anything to do?
There's no Pilot Wings on the Wii though, is there?
Are they not? I just feel like in Smash Bros. I thought there was like a Pilot Wing something that also flew around Woohoo Island for some reason.
Yeah, that's on the 3DS. Pilot Wings.
3DS.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's originally an N64 game, but they made a Mii version on Woohoo Island, and this has very similar vibes to that, I'd say. Giving you a hint.
Then what? What game has Woohoo Island? That's on the
I
Wii.
literally don't know of any other Wii game that has Woohoo Island in it. Now, Andrew, well, I'll wait till Mike is done, actually.
Well, you can ask.
Well,
these
he gave it. It was
questions now if you want.
he guessed Pilot Wings. I think.
I mean, that's. Remember when I said this isn't my guess?
Oh, okay. Okay. Well,
I said
do
you
have
can answer this if you want.
Do you have a guess then? Give me an actual guess.
Unfortunately, I don't actually have a guess.
You weaseled information out of me that you shouldn't have. I mean, you guys are so close. You're ballparking this so close.
Do I get another guess after him if he
Yeah.
gets it right?
Yep.
I'm just gonna say Smash Brothers Brawl. Why not?
Smash Bros. Brawl? No, it is not.
Okay, I have a
from
question
Smash
for
Bros.
you,
Brawl.
Andrew.
Yeah.
You said it was a Woohoo Island theme, but you didn't actually tell me if that was the right franchise or not. Is Wii Sports Resort the correct franchise?
Wii Sports is not the franchise.
I'm not gonna say. I mean, to me, this. Okay, yeah.
Okay, this is not from a Wii Sports title. This is from a Wii brand title.
Okay, I'm completely lost because I don't know of any other Wii brand title that has Woohoo Island in it.
Well,
So I'm gonna
fact,
say
this was the first game to feature Woohoo Island.
it was the first game to feature Woohoo Island. Is that what you said?
Yep.
Yeah.
Kind of obscure Nintendo fact.
I'm just gonna say Wii Play. I have no idea.
No, I'm gonna give no points on this one. I think you both have exhausted your guests.
I was
you
gonna
wanna
guess
give
Wii.
me-
I was gonna guess
Yeah,
Wii
you-
Music and.
You want to give it one more guess, Micah?
Well, I was gonna say, you sure you don't want to give me one more hint and then one more guess?
No. This is from
Mario Galaxy.
Wii Fit.
Wii Fit.
Whoa!
Garbage.
This is the chicken game where you fly around as a chicken.
I don't remember doing that.
That's right. I actually have
That's
seen
why I'm
that before.
doing this here this whole time.
Oh,
Nobody.
man.
Yeah, I saw.
I did
those
not
in-
know that was the first game that Woohoo
Wasn't
Island was on.
helping
That's
at all.
crazy.
Yeah, Woohoo Island first featured on Wii Fit, and then in Wii Fit Plus, Woohoo Island was more full-fleshed as the one from Wii Sports Resort. Because
I still think it sounds like Super Mario Sunshine.
Yeah, I mean they all have a very there's a certain flavor to them that I have to imagine they're the same composer. All right, Micah, number 11 here. How many of these do you want to do? This has gone a little longer than I thought it was going to go.
Until I don't get a point, so probably this is the last one.
Let's
What?
we could play to 15. 15 sound good to you guys?
Sure, yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Oh no. Oh, I recognize that too.
Do you know this one, Roger? You're laughing
No.
like you know.
I don't, but it's a terrible first 5 seconds is why I was laughing.
Oh, I totally recognize it.
To you again. Oh,
Definitely give me way too much.
I'm sorry. I forgot I was.
I'm just gonna guess Luigi's Mansion 2.
Which Luigi's
Dark
Mansion 2?
Moon 1.
The
What do you mean,
remake?
Which Luigi's Mansion 2?
There's a remake.
Yeah, but
Not
it's a
counting the
remake's not
remake?
called Dark Moon.
Oh. This
The
is not a.
remake's called Luigi's Mansion 2 HD.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you
Isn't that
want
weird?
the original. The original. This is
real
not
garbage
a
naming,
3DS. This is not a 3DS title. It is not from the Luigi's Mansion series. Roger, I'll give you 10 seconds. It's going to help so much.
He already got 10 seconds.
I'll give you 15 then.
Yeah,
Sure.
give him 12. Maybe I haven't heard this before, but it seems
no.
so
You've
familiar.
heard this before.
Dang it.
I'm gonna
I'm
guess for the third time. I'm gonna guess Metroid Prime.
Metroid Prime, but which Metroid
The
Prime?
first one.
The first one. This is not a GameCube game.
Is it a Metroid game?
Is it a Prime game?
It's not a Metroid game either. No.
I actually have no idea what this one is at all.
Okay, Mike, I'm gonna give you an additional 15 seconds here. This song plays a lot in this game. Got any guesses? I have really made this way too hard for you guys. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, when I said 2 minutes per song, I was expecting, us to get them, not to narrow them down through yes or no.
Obscure
questions.
Nintendo quizzes done by Andros.
It seems so familiar. Let's just go with the Legend of Zelda. A Link to the Past. Why not?
You already guessed 3DS. That's why not. And it's not a.
Is A Link to the Past?
Oh, you want original
3DS?
Link to the Past? I'm sorry. I was thinking.
yeah,
I was thinking
original.
Link Between Worlds. No. This is not a Super Nintendo game, and it is not from Zelda.
I'm running out of franchises. It makes sense.
Oh, now it's getting into it.
I'm just gonna kind of let it play out at this point. Got any guesses?
I'm gonna guess the Star Fox game for Wii U.
This is not a Wii U game, and it is not from Star Fox.
What? I have no idea. I literally
What
don't recognize
systems
it at all.
and franchises do we have left?
This is a curveball. I will give that.
Yeah, I
hint.
can tell. Also, it's like hardly even a song.
Yeah, it's
where's
more
all
of
the sound?
more of like an ambiance. Yeah.
There's no sound.
It's playing stuff.
I don't hear anything.
Well, Micah, you got a guess? I'll give you guys each one more guess. Yeah.
We've said GameCube, Game Boy Advance or something. I don't even remember what systems we have left. Chibi Robo,
Nice.
the third one.
GameCube. For the 3DS. Yeah. No.
Is it a 3DS game?
This is a Switch game, but it is a port. This is not originally a Switch game, but it is only on for Nintendo systems. It's only on Switch. It's a big
For
hit.
Nintendo systems.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
That should
Have a
give me
guess.
a big clue, but it doesn't. Unfortunately, he said we each only have one guess, so sorry, Micah.
Oh, what? Yeah, but then you gave him the Switch hint. Where was my
That's
Switch
true. I
hint?
feel like every time you get a hint, we each get one guess. That seems fair.
That does seem kind of fair.
I
don't think I'm even right.
So it's a port. It's only for as far as Nintendo consoles go. It's only on the Switch. Is that what you said?
Yeah. Yes.
So it's originally on a non-Nintendo console, which really hurts
Correct.
my odds of knowing it. Jeez. A port. Red Dead Redemption.
Red Dead Redemption. It is not in the Red Dead Redemption
It's not
Rockstar
no idea.
series, but that was a good guess.
No, it wasn't. That was a terrible
is it-
guess.
Skyrim?
This is Skyrim. Yes.
Oh, that's
This
a fun one.
Nature Skyrim sounds?
No extra point for you. This is
I'm
Silent.
really glad.
This is Silent Footsteps. It plays in basically every cave that you enter.
Oh, I should have guessed that.
Yeah.
Instead.
Micah, you get a point there. I do think Red Dead
Once
Redemption
you said,
was
like,
a good guess.
it's the
based
first
off
one.
of the info you
It's
had.
the same kind of thing.
It is very similar vibe. Yeah.
Because once you said the first Like the Switch is the only
Yeah.
Nintendo system. I was like, oh, it's got to be.
Okay, so now I kind of want to jump around here since we're only going to play 4 more here. I am going to jump to. Let's do this.
Who's going first this time?
We just
I
did number
think I
11,
went
so this
first.
is your turn to go first, Roger.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because Mikey got the first 5 seconds of that one possible.
And, yeah, and hopefully you get some ambiance sound too.
Yeah, right.
Would you guys like more than 5 seconds? Should we just start with like 10?
Nah, I think the first 2 at 5 seconds is pretty
Okay.
good.
I think it's good. 5, 5, 10, 10. Yeah. I regret what I just said. The first note was like 2 seconds long. Can you play that again?
Yes, I can.
I feel like all these sound familiar, and then they're never what I think they are.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
It's because you've like heard them before, but you like your
No,
brain.
I'm
doesn't
just-
I'm
I'm
connect.
gonna
so bad
say-
at placing things.
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say. Wind Waker.
This is from Zelda, but it is not
Thought so.
on the GameCube. So
Oh,
good,
boy.
good starting guess here.
There you go, Micah.
Micah.
Don't screw it up.
10.
I will. You can't tell me what to do. Because you skipped ahead,
Mhm.
I'm going to have to guess. Wait, what did we guess? It's not on.
It's not on GameCube.
It's not Wind
GameCube,
Waker,
right?
so it's not. Yeah, it's not Wind Waker, so
And
it's
we're
not.
not counting like split release. Like how'd that work with like Twilight Princess?
Twilight Princess. I would say, it was a GameCube release, but it was also a
Okay.
Wii release. So, but yeah.
Okay.
But
so not that one.
Yeah, no. I will give you that one. Not Twilight Princess.
Well, poop.
What else is there?
Skyward Sword?
Yes, this is from Skyward Sword.
What? I don't recognize
And
it.
this-
At all.
Is when someone almost dies.
No.
It's when Zelda and Link are like about to kiss, is it?
Nope. This song is called.
Has Groose involved.
This is Dejected Bruce.
Dang
Oh!
it! I knew it after.
I don't.
I'm
I
so
just
dumb.
Played Skyward Sword. Look, I even have a little. I even got this guy, and I don't recognize this song at all.
It's from the cutscene where he gets
Yeah.
rejected
Dang.
and he's sad.
I should have known.
It's very
Since you
dramatic
jumped
and
ahead
awesome.
to it, once I knew it was Skyward Sword, I should have known instantly that it was Groose was involved, and I came to the conclusion.
Yeah, you
too
started
late.
that one off, Roger. So let's go to the next one here, starting with Micah. 5 seconds.
I'm gonna need you to play that again.
Yeah, sure.
I know it.
All of us know this one. I can guarantee it.
Do you want to just play that on loop?
No, but I can.
How? I'm gonna be so mad at myself.
Poor podcast listeners.
I know what this is.
Give us a guess then, man. At least you can get more info. You can narrow it down and get more info.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I'm not going to get it on the. I'm not going to get it on the second guess. So,
Pokemon Red.
Pokemon Red for the Game Boy Color or
Yeah.
Game Boy. No,
I'm not giving you any hints.
That was a terrible guess.
Yeah,
I'm not giving you any hints.
Yeah. Okay, so Game Boy is a no. It is not from the Pokemon series. Give you an extra 5 seconds here, Roger.
Yeah, I really recognize this music.
Gosh, it's killing me.
I really, really recognize it. And I think I recognize it from Smash Brothers.
There's a lot of Smash Brothers.
Yeah, it's not very helpful.
How disappointed in us are you?
Not. This is tough. But it is a song that I know all of us have listened to a lot. And that's why you guys are kicking yourselves.
I'm gonna be mad at myself when.
Yeah, I really recognize this a lot. But I don't know. Like you're telling me it's something that we've all heard a lot, where my guesses were going to be like something like Star Fox or something, and I don't know anyone who's played a Star Fox game, so it's probably not that.
My name is literally Andros online. Just want to throw that out there.
I mean, all I can think about is Super Smash Brothers. It could be an original song from Super Smash Brothers, but it doesn't sound like it.
Smash Bros would at least get you a good platform guess, depending on which one you pick. Or it is from Smash Bros, and I'm just throwing you off entirely.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go Smash Bros. Brawl.
It is not a Wii game, and it is not from the Smash Bros. Series.
Is it featured on the Smash Bros. Series at any point?
It is not.
What?
Micah, you get 20 seconds.
Like, I already know the whole song.
How do I know the song so well?
What is the vibe that you get from this song?
I'm not going to say anything. I'm just gonna say 007 Nightfire on the GameCube.
Okay, so the vibe, you're getting the vibe, I think. This is not 007. It is not from any of the 007 games, and it is not a GameCube game. I'll play.
I get to hear 30 seconds.
Yeah, you want to hear the full 30 seconds, or can I?
Yeah, I need to just put myself there because I really feel like I recognize this song. When you say it's got the vibe of 007, I'm thinking, like a game where someone's, shooting a gun and being all cool. I don't play a lot of games like that, so I don't know why you're saying you're sure we've all heard it. You're sure we've all heard it a lot? Dude, I'm doing so much worse at this than I thought I would.
This sucks. I know I've heard this. It's so crazy familiar.
What platforms have we said it's not on yet? We said it's not on the Wii. It's not on
Wii, GameCube, and Game Boy.
Game Boy. I
So,
don't want my guess to help you at all.
I don't think it could be on the NES, SNES, Game Boy Advance, or DS. Probably not even on the 3DS. So it's got to be the Wii U or the Switch. And if he's sure we've all heard it, then it's got to be on the Switch because no one's played the Wii U. So if it's on the Switch and we've all played it,
I'm having a lot of fun with this one.
I bet you are.
I hate this because I know this somewhere.
Yeah, same.
Gotta give me a guess.
I'm gonna guess WarioWare on the Switch.
This is a Switch game, but it is
Yeah, I
not
know that one.
WarioWare. Mike, at this point, I'm just going to let it play out and in full.
I was like, you could just start at 30 seconds. I don't need to.
Okay. Each of you guys can get one more guess. Roger's really dancing around it here. He talked through it in a way that surprises me.
Who guessed first on this one? Did I guess first? Yeah, I did. Okay, yeah.
You did guess first. I've been giving hints as well, visual hints.
You're wearing a hat? Okay, so it's a Mario game.
This is killing me.
I recognize this song so much.
Do you?
Now, as far as trying to like get a hint from you, you're saying you're sure that we've all heard this song?
Yeah.
Are you saying that you're sure we've all played the game a lot and have heard it from playing the game? Or we've heard it from other sources?
Nope. We've heard it from playing the game.
A Switch game that we've all played.
That involves a hat.
I mean, do you want the other hint that I gave visually? Were you guys not paying attention?
The banana?
Mm-hmm. How? I thought that was a funny hint.
That doesn't help at all.
Give us a guess, Micah.
I guess it doesn't need to be a Switch exclusive, does it?
It does not.
Can you get... Okay. I have a guess,
right.
then.
Sweet.
Can I just give my guess now? Since
just give your guess.
I'm gonna say Fortnite.
It is.
This is from Fortnite.
It is Fortnite.
And
Gotta
it's the
guess.
music that plays in that big building where you're it's like the undercover, like the undercover agent building in like chapter 2, right?
This is the spy themed season lobby music. So kind of close, but I won't give you the point there. It's not.
Are you sure it doesn't
game.
play in the building too? I'm pretty sure it did. I don't know.
Pretty sure it does not. I'm pretty sure this is just from the lobby and
The
from
lobby
the season trailer.
That was
Prominently
such a
featuring
curveball.
Peely in spy uniform, and
That's-
also
no wonder
Indiana
we
Jones
recognized
is,
it, but couldn't
Indiana
place
Jones
it.
is in the game. So
Yeah.
that just happened to be here.
Yeah. The instant you said Fortnite, I knew. That wasn't on my radar.
It wasn't on my
It's
radar.
so
either.
far removed from
Oh, here,
Nintendo.
Roger. It's a shooting game. I don't play many of those, and
Yeah,
it's a game we've all played together. And I'm like, how?
And
How
I'm
are we
like,
not connecting the
WarioWare.
dots here?
WarioWare, the game that maybe none of us have played.
Yeah.
Oh, that was good. That was a good one. I had fun with that one.
We have
Next-
2 more left. Is that right?
Yes. Next up is Roger, I believe, starting, or is this Micah starting this one?
Roger starting.
Okay. It's still Micah. You could still take this if you get both of these correct. The score is 6.5. Roger, 5. Micah.
Wow.
We didn't take away that half point I decided to give him, and then decided I wanted to take it back.
I didn't take it away. No. Okay.
Dun 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 dun.
You know it.
Dun 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 dun. This is Mario Kart. And it is Super Mario Kart.
That is correct. That is
And
correct.
it is Donut. No, it's Donut Plains, right?
That is incorrect. It is Rainbow Road from
Oh, duh. Yeah. Okay.
Super Mario Kart.
I should have.
Yeah, I don't.
Have to
Yeah.
guess quick. Dang. I figured
Dude,
it was a Mario Kart, but I wasn't
Super
sure which
Mario
one.
Kart music. They just have these big chords, and they just,
Yeah.
they really had a sound with that.
They did. And
Is that the
first
first one we've actually got from like actually knowing? I guess I got I was pretty good at the Animal Crossing one too, but that has been a bad set of songs.
Yeah.
I mean, no, the songs aren't
exactly
bad,
which
but
Mario
we are
Kart.
doing poorly at them. I mean,
All right. Micah, you get first on this one here. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
oh come on!
See, this is really stupid because
He doesn't know.
which one though? They blur together.
Do they? Do they?
I know exactly what this one is.
I'm gonna say Tears of the Kingdom.
Okay.
Can I give? Wait, what is that? Right?
When-
Are you just gonna say that's right?
That is right. Where can you guess what this is
I
from?
want to.
Is it?
Do you want to guess?
I know
Boss
what it
fight?
is. It's from the trailer only.
Is it?
Yes.
Is it only in the?
It was
It
not
is-
actually in the game.
it is
so I
not
feel like that
actually in
shouldn't
the
count.
game. So it is. This is specifically the Tears of the Kingdom trailer. Yeah,
never
they
in
used
the
this.
actual game.
They
despite
used
being
this
an amazing
awesome
song.
saxophone, and then they didn't use it
Well,
in
you
the game.
you've used it on a stream
Oh, I used it. I have this
in
one
the
quick
final
feed.
boss fight.
I have
But
this quick
technically-
feed on my
Yeah.
stream deck.
Technically, Mike is wrong because it's not in the game. So
It is not in the game. And technically,
from Tears
Roger
of the
knew it
Kingdom, though.
exactly. So here's what we're gonna do. Both of you guys get a point. And we'll do one more because that was a lame last round.
what's the score right now?
The score
We're up,
is
like 1.5 or 2.
8.5 to 6,
Oh, okay, yeah, we can do one more just for fun.
just for fun. This one's for double points.
You know which song to do, Andrew.
Is this?
I
me?
did not put in any Metroid Prime music because I knew Mike
would
would
be
nail it
unfair.
immediately.
And yet I've
Um,
guessed it 3 times.
3 times. Yeah. No, that's not the Sears I was talking about.
You want
Is
another
this-
block song?
Is this me?
This is you
No,
starting.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. 5 seconds.
That's the final boss music from Breath of the Wild, right?
This is a Switch game. It is not from Zelda, and it is not the final boss music from.
What?
Just
I've
good
never
guess,
been
good
so
guess.
confident and wrong at the same time. This sounds like the.
You're gonna kick yourself. When
I am
you
going to.
get it.
Yeah, I recognize
Micah, you get 5 more seconds. This first 10 seconds is difficult, but I think after this it'll be pretty gimme.
Good.
See, though.
Yeah, which is real unfortunate.
Yes.
I'm glad
Well, you know
picked
it's a
that.
Switch title.
I was hoping it would
really-
change to like
I really
get into
recognize
it.
this song, and I really thought it was the final boss on Breath of the Wild. In fact, it still sounds like it to me.
But it's not Zelda. Which means I have no idea what it is.
It sounds exactly like a Zelda
I'm gonna say it's
song.
from Mario Odyssey.
This is from Mario Odyssey.
Oh,
Is it? Can I just play more before I guess
Yeah.
where it's from?
I'll play 10 seconds for you because you're still on that guess. Got a bonus.
I want to guess. I
Is
want to
it-
attempt to guess the song if he gets it wrong.
Shoot. Is it the main boss theme?
The main boss theme.
What does that mean
Yeah.
in Mario Odyssey?
Roger, I want to hear your guess before I.
Do I get to hear extra 10 seconds?
Heck nah. Wait a second.
Oh, this is just the opening, isn't it?
No,
No,
I think
it's
I'm going to
not.
give.
When you
I think I'm going to give Micah 2 points. This
Well,
is
it's a boss theme, but the main boss theme doesn't make
this is the final boss theme.
final boss theme.
So you were right, but wrong game. You were immediately like final boss Zelda. I was
Dude,
like,
it sounds
you're gonna
in
kick
my
yourself.
mind like I'm seeing the lasers come into the castle. You know what I mean?
like blasting them.
Yeah,
I
but instead
really
of
thought that's what it
lasers,
was.
it's like moon beams to make the moon explode. This is the final boss fight with Bowser.
Yeah.
Awesome sound. I mean, this is so epic. They're like, why is
Almost-
Mario so cool? What's going on?
Yeah.
That was the most garbage pull I've ever done in my life.
Well,
Because
The
first of all,
final
I was like, I
scores-
kind of was like, this maybe it sounds like Mario Odyssey, but no, Roger would know that.
That's what I was
whatever.
thinking. I was in my
was like,
head
I have
thinking
nothing
maybe
else
it's
to
Mario Odyssey, but I would have known, right?
the final scores for this game are Micah at 8 and Roger at 8.5. Which
Now,
Whoa, wait a
to
second.
be fair,
I thought
to
I was
be
at
fair,
6 and he was
I
at
feel
8.5.
like Micah should have only gotten
Yeah, you
half
just
a
got
point
2
for that
points.
last. I feel like Micah should have only gotten
6 and
half a
8.5.
point for that main boss
Main
boss.
Yeah, the
boss.
main boss of the entire
The main
game.
boss.
What more did you want me to say?
I mean,
Okay, I'm
even if you said Bowser,
definitely fully retracting the half point I gave Roger
Well,
for saying something rose up out of the ground.
but isn't that kind of like main boss theme though?
I
You
feel
know?
like it's pretty similar. So I feel like
yeah,
this is
Similar
a fair
to
this
the
is a
main boss
fair-
of the entire game, which it was.
main boss and final boss are not. I
That
don't know if that's the
leaves
same thing.
this
Are
as
they
a
not the same
victory
thing?
for Roger. That was a lot of fun. Thanks for playing, guys.
We should
I
do
have
this
more.
again someday.
Oh, for sure we should do
Yeah.
this again. I want to play, but I feel I don't know. I feel like I would actually do really bad because you guys some of these songs I was like, this won't be too hard.
Well, we'll just have
When you
Micah,
don't know, when you have no context, it's tough.
Yeah.
And
We'll
so
have
I think
Micah choose some songs for you and me, and then I'll choose some songs for you two, and then we'll do a full
yes,
thing.
for sure.
I'm gonna pull out the most obscure games I've ever heard,
I
and
had
the
a
most
lot of
obscure
fun.
games I haven't ever heard.
I had a lot of fun with the I think Spies. The spy music lobby was my favorite.
That was so
yeah,
funny.
You guys-
that was rough.
Oh, and Roger really did have some impressive plays here. He saw through my trick and picked Origami King twice.
Well done, well done.
Well done.
He also had some really impressive plays where I told him exactly what game it was.
Hey, I'm just happy. I'm happy that I got the Animal Crossing one early on. I felt, even though it took me a couple.
And you got the
guesses,
Rainbow Road one immediately, and the
Yeah,
and the
I was
Zelda
impressed.
credits,
Because
or the
I
Zelda
was guessing
trailer.
it was some Mario Kart.
Yeah.
To be fair,
Yeah.
I probably would have said Rainbow Road, but I guess we'll never know because you never gave me a chance. But what if?
Well, this episode has gone for quite a long time. It was really fun, though. Thank you for joining us, Roger. Micah, can you prepare for us an ad read to do to close out the episode? And while we do that, Roger, is there anything you'd like to plug for people to check out?
always Disc Brick and Mellowed, my two games
Disc
that
Brick
are
and Mellow,
several years old at this point, but you know what? They're good.
available on Android and iOS for both of them, right?
I think
have both.
Mellowed. I think Mellowed has fallen off the Android thing because I haven't updated it lately. But it depends on your phone. But on iOS, yes, everywhere.
I have both games on my phone, so
Yeah.
I
think it
haven't
depends on-
updated Android.
Dude, Android is such a pain in the butt. Yeah, it depends on which phone you're on. So
So yeah, check those games out. They're a lot of fun. They are.
link in the description. I'm just kidding. I don't know if that's
Yeah. We'll put a link. We'll put a link to it in the
okay.
description for sure. And once again, we usually have Roger's information in the description of every episode. So if you want to reach out for him, he does commission music, as you may have heard. Nintendo, hire this man. But also, if you just want someone, a really good musician that can make some pretty sweet stuff, he's your guy. So yeah. Which we include that in every episode. So
Yeah, I haven't
you can
gotten
find that
any
in
people from it yet, but someday I'm sure it'll.
come on, where are all of the I have recommended you to fellow podcasters, so hopefully someone goes, hey, I want a custom theme song that's better than
Dude, they're
Nintendo
just gonna use AI now, so it's fine.
It's crazy.
Like someone on Andros One.
I was just messing around. Have you heard? Okay. Well, we'll have to talk about this another time. But we generated an entire anthem for my table using AI, and that was all stemmed out of a joke from a stream where everybody wanted to watch my table instead of me playing the game.
That's
quite a time.
It's kind of rude.
yeah, a little. It'll maybe hurt my feelings a little bit, but that's pretty common for streamers. Everybody loves it when they leave and the chair is there and they all just spam chair. But on my stream, it's table. Everybody just spams table. And we have a table emote now. A lot of fun. So if you want to check out my stuff, Andros One, thank you for the segue into that, Roger. You can check out Andros One on all platforms. And Micah, where can people find us, the Nintendo Pals?
Patreon, YouTube, Spotify, lots of places.
Don't forget to leave us a 5-star review on your listening app of choice. And we'll close out here with our ad read, our closing ad read.
Mm-hmm.
You ready to go on that, Micah?
Mm-hmm.
We're very
this is
professional
why they pay you the big bucks.
We have very professional and very serious advertisements on this.
Good, yeah. And this episode of Nintendo Pals Podcast is brought to you by the Synergy Vortex 3000. Ever find yourself stuck behind a boulder, wishing you had move? Need to light a torch, but you're fresh out of flint? Or maybe you just want to read your friend's mind to see if they really liked that last battle strategy. Well, the Synergy Vortex 3000, you can unleash your inner adept and harness elemental powers like never before.
Oh, that's great.
With just the flick of your hand and maybe a little bit of mental focus, you can cast Lift, Whirlwind, and even Reveal. Perfect for solving puzzles and making an unforgettable entrance at parties. No gin required, but let's be real, they make everything better.
no gin required. Like a genie, like that kind of. Yeah.
The elemental gin.
Yeah,
there's a difference.
Great. That there is.
Why struggle with life's obstacles when you can bend the elements to your will? Get the Synergy Vortex 3000 today, because real heroes don't push boulders; they command them.
Thank you so much for sponsoring this, Synergy. And we'll be sure to put links to where you can order that in the description of the episode. So go check the description and make sure to click on all the links that have Roger's name in them. Results may vary on what product you get out of that. Thanks again to everybody for watching, and thanks again, Roger, for coming on. And I guess we'll call that an episode here. Peace out.